in September.
Finals are here at last.
It just hits different.
Unbelievable.
Every moment, every try, every contest is just bigger. Triple M Footy is your series ticket to every massive final. Tonight in the Shire, the Sharks and Roosters square off in a winner-takes-all battle. For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, on your radio, on your mobile and on Listener, Triple M rocks finals footy.
Hello and welcome to Shark Park for another elimination semi-final. Ben Dobbin, Aaron Woods and David Riccio with you. It is the Sharks taking on the Roosters right here on Triple M. Prime time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in air. In the early game, the Warriors, they're heading to Koh Samui, beaten by the Panthers 24 points to 8. Last night, Melbourne, too good for an injury-plagued Canterbury side, 26 points to 18. This bloke knows semi-finals football. He knows what it's all about. He played for his country, he played for his state, he played for about 12 different rugby league teams. Aaron Woods, a very good evening to you, my friend.
Oh, Dobbo, what an introduction. Hello to all our listeners out there. And how good is this? Semi-final footy, and this is sudden death. Not like last night where you knew you had that second chance to fall back like the Dogs do, and they've ruled out with some injuries. Wow, but watching that game earlier on, you've seen the desperation, the sides. They competed so hard. Fisher Harris couldn't possibly do anything else for the Warriors side. He was taking on his old mate, the old Bash brother in Moses Leota. But this is just great. You're going down to Shark Park tonight. I know there's a lot of talk about the stadium, Dobbo. But let's just say we're going to see a great game of footy on the pitch.
Oh, it's going to be an unbelievable game of football. And one bloke with us tonight that you want to talk about when they build statues of people. Well, this bloke could be arguably one of the Cronulla biggest sycophants of all time.
Down in the Shire.
Dave Riccio, a very good evening to you for Bob Jane T-Mark. Great to have you on board as part of our commentary team tonight.
Excuse me, sycophant? Yes, good evening. Good evening, boys. Good to be here. Good to be here. And no, you know, so much has been said about Shark Park and whether it's worthy of a final, and that's certainly debatable. At 13,500, I don't think anyone agrees that that's where the game should be at. But let's embrace it, boys. Yeah. I mean, this is semi-final football, and this will be rocking.
Dave, who cares what people think? You want to win. You want the advantage. Cronulla Sharks have the advantage, brother.
I don't agree with this.
Why?
No, I've got to be honest. And, Dave, I get what you're saying. We need to embrace it now. But it has something. There has to be a solution.
What, you want to go to Allianz for this and let the Roosters have a home semi?
Well, no, I don't know what the answer is. But the
answer is Sharks finish higher on the ladder. They finished in 5th or 6th position, so they get a home final.
But, mate, there's 30,000 collective members that miss out on going to a football.
But, mate, it's the atmosphere in front of 14,000. It's like when West Tigers play like that over there.
Don't put GST on.
Oh, come on,
It started off as 12, then you bumped it to 13, now you're saying it's 14.
The Chinese restaurant in the Leeds Club now, mate. You can fit in 4,000.
What is the official capacity, Dave Riccio, of Shark Stadium, Shark Park?
The official capacity is 15,000. I'm not too sure why.
It's getting bigger.
I'm not too sure why the NRL decided to cap it at 13.5. I suppose it's for all the corporates.
Yeah, well, there must be.
It must be for all the corporates. But
look,
I'm with you. Hey, look, boys, I'm absolutely with you. Something needs to be done. Whether finally the Sharks get some funding and a refurb, or there is a blanket rule. What you need to also consider, lads, what do you seriously think the crowd would be? Right, between the Sharks and the Roosters at Allianz. I reckon 25. I reckon 25.
You reckon?
I don't think it would be.
Well, that's you know what? This clash, I reckon you'd get nearly a full house.
No way.
You'd get more than what the Wallabies had there today.
The Wallabies had 41.
You get 42.
No way.
No, I don't think you would. Triple M NRL Primetime, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Put your trust in the experts in air. Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio, Ben Dobbin with you. Great field, great track.
Yep.
Dave, I don't think it's any surprise, and let's just talk about the previous game. Warriors, they are out of the season. And I don't want to say they did an unbelievable job. To both of you guys, I'll start with you, Aaron Woods. Did they overachieve early on, and was it the losing, in my opinion, when they lost Metcalf, to me, it unravelled a little bit for them.
Yeah, I think it unravelled after Origin 1 when Mitch Barnett was backing up. Dobbo, he is just a world-class player. You've seen with the Origin squad what we lacked with him in the middle forward to help Payne Haas out there. Luke Metcalf, he's a big key. Like, he was leading the Dalian medal when he got the ACL injury. You could just feel the air out of the Warriors fans. But for me, I think they probably have over. I didn't have them in my top 8 at all, and they were so unlucky not to finish in the top 4. Last 2 rounds where they just got moved out of that position. But you've got to take a lot of credit to the coaching of Andrew Webster, because so many people didn't have them in the top 8. We knew the signing of James Fisher-Harris was going to be enormous for him, but then a lot of people sort of questioned, well,
after Vegas as well.
Yeah, but
after Vegas they got beaten by Canberra in week 1. I mean, people were calling for Andrew Webster's head.
They were, but they were also calling for the halves heads. And you've seen the turnaround in form for Harris Tavita. You've seen it with Luke Metcalf. He was leading the Dally M's, as we said. But you got to now look. If you look at the ladder, they came up against the Canberra Raiders side, who is the minor premiers now, which a lot of people didn't have either.
Well, that's Dave Riccio's number 2 team. If you haven't heard, the Canberra Raiders.
I thought it was Dragons.
No, even Ricky, mate.
You haven't heard him and Flano.
How would you?
Dobbo, I think you're pretty sweet there too, pal.
Didn't you live with Ricky?
Anyway.
Yeah, here we go. That's it, Georgie.
We don't need to bring up my personal business.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Hey, just as far as the Warriors are concerned, boys. Oh, look, Dylan Walker. I don't think anyone's really mentioned it. You know, when they were going through such an injury route, Mitchell Barnett, Rocco Berry, Jackson Ford, Jacob Laban, Freddie Lussick, they all missed periods during this season for the Warriors. Dylan Walker was such a Mr. Fix-It for this footy team, and I understand why they released him. He wanted to head back home, and it freed up some cap space, but he would have been so valuable through this period. For me, the Warriors really shifted who they were this season in unearthing so many talented youngsters. Leka Halasima is my Dally M Rookie of the Year because Marky Mark, Nawana Katawizi, isn't available as far as NRL rules are concerned. Dimitri Valmunga.
Yes.
Tanis Towers-Smith. These young fellas that have been unearthed by the Warriors.
They have got some footballers coming through there, haven't they?
So a very promising season from the Warriors.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Look, a lot to like about what they did do. Where would you rate their season? I heard earlier when Dan Ganane talking about it, they're out now. Woodsy, is it a B+?
Yeah, I think it's a pass. I definitely think it's like, how many people would have had them not in their top 8, Dobbo? Like, they really surprised me, especially, you just said it before, that going over to Vegas and you watch the performance there, Canberra Raiders absolutely just went straight through them. And all the talk after that, I remember talking to a couple of the Warriors players that I've got mates with, and they're like, oh, this could be a long year. But whatever they did in those 2 weeks, they really turned their season around. And I think it comes down to the leadership of Fisher-Harris. You know, Mitch Barnett was enormous there at the start of the year. They did lose him, but what Fisher-Harris did bring, not just on the field, it's the way he competes at training. It's the way he holds himself. Look at Jackson Ford. The back end of the year, you could just tell he just loved playing with Fisher-Harris. And as you said, a lot of young kids got an opportunity, and geez, there are going to be some futures there at the end of the next year.
Triple M NRL Primetime live from Shark Park. Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio, Ben Dobbin with you ahead of. We're a little over an hour away from kickoff, and when these teams come in, these teams will give you the updated changes. Dave, the referees, and we've seen it in the first 2 games, that they put the whistle back in the pocket.
Not last game.
Well,
fair income.
No, but from high shots and crushes. I've got to be honest with you.
Hip drops.
A month ago, 6 weeks ago, blokes are getting booked, getting charged. I don't know what the edict was coming into the semi-finals. I don't mind. I just want consistency.
I love it. I love it. Like, I personally think the one last night on Cameron Munster was worse than what Nico Hines did last weekend.
Yeah,
it was I cannot believe.
Well, I agree. Nico got exonerated.
Yeah, but later on,
like the PVL rule came in.
PVL rule came in. It was the pressure of all the media. It made the scrutiny that they were underneath. Like, it was unbelievable. And to see last night, things that we've seen happen all year. You look at the press conference from Craig Bellamy, you can understand why they're so frustrated at the moment, because what you've penalised and what you've outlawed all season, you've changed it in the first final of the final series. What's the precedent that they've set now, Dobbo? Are we going to change the rules because it's finals now?
I'm with you, and I don't understand, Dave. Was there anything mentioned prior? Like, I mean, no one knew that they were going to go down this road. And then the referees have, when clearly they've been instructed that, hey, hang on, we don't want it to be decided by penalties. We don't want it to be decided by an act of foul play. So put them on the report, or if not, leave them and get the judiciary to get them later.
You know, there's so much inconsistency, fellas, that you're spot on, and I feel as though there has been, I wouldn't say an edict or a message, but there's a relaxing of how it's policed because we're in final series. And, you know, I can understand the premise of that, but it's very difficult for the fan and very difficult for the viewer to understand why one hip drop is last week and completely different the following week. Guys, there's a really interesting subplot unfolding as far as last night's game is concerned, and some comments made by Ricky Stewart in his pre-game press conference today. He spoke about the ruck. And this is this is very much an area of Cameron Ciraldo's frustration with the Storm last night.
Yeah.
And also now Ricky Stewart has quote unquote declared that please NRL do not let us turn into UFC tomorrow at GIO Stadium in Canberra. It's a warning shot that the Raiders want to play footy and that they're not willing to be wrestled into WrestleMania. Of what we did see elements of last night, guys, I don't like that side of the game. Look, the Melbourne Storm have been leaders of this area of the ruck for decades now, but it was certainly a frustration of Cameron Ciraldo. He aired that in the post-match presser, and it was really interesting that Ricky sent a bit of a warning shot that they don't want to be part of being dragged down in the middle of the field on the ground in tomorrow's game against the Broncos.
And that's fair enough, but Ricky want to practice what he preaches as well, because Canberra, they love to try and slow the ball down. But isn't it funny?
Every team wants to do that.
At half-time, the message out of the Bulldogs' sheds were that about that half a second play the ball that Melbourne and that's why they wanted to get a quick play the ball, and that was the message they gave to all the media, because they were clearly upset in that first half. The Dogs take on Penrith now. We believe, and it's only early, you would expect that that's next Saturday night. And that game shapes for everything. Reid Marnie, you would expect, comes back in. Bronson Cherry.
Hang on. Why does Reid Marnie come straight back in?
I think he comes back in because I think Sexton won't play. And that's
Sexton won't play?
No, I don't think he will.
Why not?
We were getting some mixed messages late last night.
Don't you feel that because Crichton...
They might put Bailey Hayward in with Galvin or Burton. I think...
Are you suggesting injury through Sexton?
Yes.
Dobbo?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You remember he went down late last night, clutching a pec sort of shoulder.
So I thought if he's okay, I thought they'd put Burton in the centre for Tawala, because Crichton's out, Cherry comes straight back into there.
Yeah.
I believe Burton's best position is centre. You look, when Sexton did come on last night, it opened up Galvin.
I thought, I've got to be honest with you, the Dogs were a very good side last night. People could say, Penrith, they've won tonight, and mate, I wouldn't be ruling out the Dogs after last night's performance. I know they've got injuries, and Stephen Crichton's a huge out, but
kick out. Is he? What's happened with the eye socket there?
What was that?
So guys, I can tell you this, right? It's almost like a conga line hanging out the radiologist room in Belmore, waiting for scans. Is including Viliami Kikau, and it's a facial injury, but needs to be determined if there's a fracture in there. Look, they're very confident there isn't, but until they get those scans, they can't be 100% sure.
He was massive last night.
He was huge.
That was the best game I've seen him play in the Bulldogs.
It was like he sort of... I personally looked at the time and I was like, why are you laying down? There's going to be a HIA straight away. It didn't look like too much in it. Obviously, the elbow straight to the eye.
Yeah.
It was like he got a rocket when he went in the sheds. We need you to come out. We need you to deliver. We've lost our captain. You need to go to another level.
He delivered. We're going to take a break live from Shark Park. This is Triple M NRL Primetime ahead of the Roosters taking on the Sharks as Triple M rocks the footy.
Thanks to Ream and Maccas.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Triple M NRL Primetime.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
Triple M's Lou and Josh. Ready for Lou and Josh for the early drive home.
Mince is an underrated meat. You can put it in everything.
I don't think it's underrated.
I don't think people eat enough mince.
I think people eat a heap of mince.
I don't think they're eating enough mince. 10353, you eating mince?
No.
Give me a call if you want to chat mince.
Also, your original statement.
Yes.
Phone lines are going
The phones are going up.
We're not calling it.
We're not chatting mince.
We're not chatting mince.
Lou and Josh.
Triple M's Lou and Josh for the early drive home. There's plenty of reasons why best sheds are the best sheds. Find out at bestsheds.com.au.
On site, real work. You want to do it right, and you want to do it once. So when the real work begins, reach for Sellies. If it's Sellies, it works.
The Aussie Outback is no place for amateurs or idiots. And I should know, I'm Russell Court. Here's some more city slickers in a flashy new Triton, thinking they could just drive into the Never Never willy-nilly. That's a no-no.
I've already been back.
Oh, right, you've already been. And now you're heading back, yeah, makes sense. Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
I'll follow you then. No? Okay.
If your team's premiership drought is making you thirsty, the BWS end of footy year sale is now on. This week, a case of Carlton Dry bottles is just $50. The BWS end of footy year sale. Offer in Sunday. T's and C's apply. Choose to drink wise.
Stop what you're doing. The Chemist Warehouse Footy Finals half-price vitamin sale is on now. Get half price off your favourite big brand vitamins like Swiss, Blackmores, Caruso, Synovus, half price. Get Fusion, Go Healthy, Inner Health, Melrose, half price. Nordia, FBX and Fat Blaster also half price. Plus up to half price off Sutherland. Find more half price vitamins in-store and online. Sale ends September 28. Exclusions apply. Excludes exclusive bulk sizes. Retail limits apply. For half price vitamins, shop at Chemist Warehouse and stop paying too much.
Anytime is 7-Eleven time, particularly at 6:50pm when the game is about to begin and you need something to bite on that isn't your fingernails. Get game day snacks delivered anytime at 7-Eleven. Find out if we deliver to you.
You need to buy a bigger place.
What about your equity, darling?
Don't overextend yourself.
Dream big.
Make sure you know your limit.
Buy before you sell.
Renovate.
Investment property.
Always sell before you buy.
You need a bigger place.
Deciding on your next property move can be
Upsize. Investment property.
overwhelming. An ANZ home loan specialist can help you navigate your options so you can get to a good place. Search ANZ Home Loans today. ANZ does not provide personal financial advice and will only review ANZ home loan options.
For the hottest of hot party you've ever seen. Rain comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on.
Get the best in heat pump and solar hot water and government rebates.
Install a rain. Install a rain.
Accept nothing less than Australia's best.
Celebrate Hoyt's birthday this weekend with $8 movie tickets and $25 Hoyt's Lux tickets. Got a movie on your watch list or just looking for a weekend plan? Don't miss out. Book your tickets online or via the Hoyt's app now. T's and C's apply.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Oh, welcome back to Shark Park as Triple M rocks the football. Aaron Woods, the great Dave Riccio, Ben Dobbin with you ahead of kick-off. It'll be the Roosters taking on the Cronulla Sharks as Triple M rocks the football for Ream Hot Water and Macca's. This is prime time thanks to Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in air. Woodsy last night, 26 points to 18. Melbourne defeated the Dogs. We just talked a little bit about the Dogs, but what about this juggernaut they call the Melbourne Storm? Into another prelim. They had no Pappenhausen there last night. Huge out for them. The juggle was real. Nelson's out. No Jerome Hughes.
Nelson can't play grand final now, can he?
No, he can't. Jonah Pezzett, what a statement he made last night in the halves with Cameron Munster. They'll get Pat back next week. Meany will come back into the centres. They just continue to build and build.
Yeah, I thought Jonah Pezzett was brilliant last night. His kicking game. I think he went for the 40-20 early on, and they just were lucky to sneak it back in.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was the angle that he kicked that ball and the way he dropped it. Like, you could just tell that he wanted the 40-20. He was aiming for it, and it come off. Listen to blokes like Joey Johns. They love that because it's the way they shape the ball. But for me, it was defensively what he did. Early on in the game, I think Matt Burton just got around him, and if there was an opportunity, it was a 3-on-2. All he had to do was pass. But he tried to back himself, and Pezzett come up with a beauty, just a legs tackle, a beautiful all in all, just pulled him down, stopped their momentum. There's been a lot of talk about Pezzett for a long period of time, and we've only seen like 20 minutes. We've seen 15. Yeah. We haven't seen a big 80-minute performance yet, and mate, what I saw last night, wow. I know, but there's talk like they might loan him. Mate, I'd be keeping him there, and he'd be putting pressure on. Do we let Pappenhausen go, put Munster the fullback now?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Dave Riccio, the Jonah Pezzett scenario is an interesting one, as Aaron Wood says, because their first to go-to is obviously Jerome Hughes. You've also got Wishart there that comes in as impact, and he's sort of Mr. Fix-It. Do you do the Harry Grant West Tigers loan deal for a couple of years, knowing full well that in 2 years that's your man? Or if you're Jonah Pezzett's management, which is Braithen Astor, do you have a chat to the Perth Bears?
Wax figure.
Yeah, like we saw Izzy Katoa go over to the Dolphins. That's where he went. He started his career there in the Dolphins and started a franchise. Is that where Jonah Pezzett lands?
Now, the Izzy Katoa example is a beauty, Dobbo, because you're right. Like, he can start as the franchise player.
Yeah.
He could probably lock down a 5-year contract off the bat. Like, that's unheard of. And what security that would be for Jonah Pezzett to be the flagship starting half for the Perth Bears. The alternative, boys, is his teammate, Cameron Munster. So if the Melbourne Storm alternatively see their future in Jonah Pezzett, it may lead to this discussion point that has been ongoing for the last 3 to 4 months now, that Munster will be the number one target for the Perth Bears. And that would free up the salary cap space in Melbourne to keep Jonah, and also to keep Jonah happy, because he does have those clauses in his contract to get out or be loaned away to gain greater experience. And after last night, just put yourself in his shoes, fellas. Think about how you're feeling and what your belief levels and confidence levels are right now. You wake up this morning having done that in such a monster game. You believe absolutely that you belong in the NRL every single week.
But see, Dave, that's the thing. Like, he's done it. This is once. This is the first time he's played 80 minutes. It's the team that's helped him get there for the last 27 rounds. If you want to go as a marquee to the Perth Bears, what's the pack around him? What's his outside backs that are going to help him do the job?
Well, that's the
thing with Katoa. He went to the Redcliffe Dolphin. They signed Farnworth. They had Flegler. They had the Bromwich brothers. They had blokes that battle hard, and Felice Kafusi. Blokes that have been there and done that. Tommy Gilbert. That's the reason. It's not just what Izzy Katoa does on the field.
It's
the players around him that give him the confidence. And
he's not going to go and sign if he's the.
Well, that's the thing. So far, and if I'm Melbourne, I'm reluctant to loan him because I want him to stay in my system. Whether if he still only plays 30 to 40 minutes, he's getting valuable experience, and that's why we saw what we seen last night.
He looked all of a first grader. He didn't look out of place one bit. There were no nerves. The confidence straight away. And what impressed me the most was his defence on kick-out. They ran everything at him, and he passed the test with flying colours. He's an out-and-out first grader. It's funny, we saw them convert Jerome Hughes from a fullback to a halfback, and we're like, okay. Then on the production line of the Melbourne Storm, they've got Pezzett there. It's truly amazing, and they've got some very good young talent. They lose Grant Anderson at the end of the year, but Jack Howarth, Nick Meaney, Will Warbrick back, Xavier Coates. I mean, this side.
You've got
Farlongo, who he was in the 22 that didn't get it. So you now start to see what they are doing, and it's an interesting one. Dave, they just continue to surprise me. When you think they're down the Melbourne Storm, they're a bit like the Panthers. They're just ever consistent.
Yeah, boys, as ridiculous as this sounds, I actually don't think they've been sensational this year.
No.
Yet here they are, finishing second in the comp, first through to another prelim. I sat around last night thinking, how have they done this again? How on earth have they done this again? For my mind, it hasn't been their greatest of greatest seasons. Only a couple of weeks ago, they were beaten 40-0 in the second half.
By the Roosters.
In the first time in their history, the biggest margin of deficit in the second half ever by the Melbourne Storm by the Roosters. And here they are, through to a prelim. Somehow, they just find a way. It's in the walls down there. And maybe, guys, to your point, Woodsy, about loaning Pezzett out, there's so much belief in their system, they almost know Pezzett will come back. Like Harry Grant did. He went to the West Tigers and came back. Now, I just think it's incredible on the basis, boys, that I just don't think they've been overly sensational this year.
I'm with you, Dave. I think, in previous years, when they put the foot on the throat, they just keep twisting it. Now when they get to a lead, or like last night, the first 15 minutes was absolutely clinical from the Storm. You thought they're going to blow the Dogs out of the park.
Yeah.
But it's like they just leave a little bit of rope. They just leave it a little bit dangling for sides, and they're just finding their way back in. It's so it's not like Melbourne to do that.
They were on the rack last night.
They were on the rack massively.
18-14, they were right under pressure. And I hate to put it on one moment, but the Sexton out on the full changed just the momentum ever so lightly. A couple of decisions, a loose carry, and then...
But that's what happened in games. It was the same today in the Warriors game, the forward pass. But it was a kick from inside your 20. You kick long, you get a great bounce. Your chase turns into an awesome kick, and Garner picks it up. But this is what finals is. It's about moments. It's not about doing a big play and doing that. It's about the little efforts, little moments in these games.
Do you fear Melbourne like teams have in the past?
No, I don't think anyone, like the last couple of years, Dobbo, everyone's feared the Penrith Panthers.
Yeah.
I think it's a clean slate. It's even. Everyone feels like they go into a game with an opportunity of winning. So it's a game where, I know Penrith going through the next week, but I'm still not 100% confident that the Penrith can beat the Bulldogs. Tonight, I don't know who wins. This game, I know who I'm going to be tipping, but I'm not 100% confident. And
Sorry, Woodsy. I think the fear factor element that Dobbo's talking about, I don't think the fear factor of the Melbourne Storm is as significant of past seasons. But what I think the advantage is this Amy Park. Once again, a prelim at Amy Park. And that was the advantage last night. It's playing on your home deck. And my mail suggests, fellas, this will be a Friday night prelim. The Friday night before the Saturday AFL Grand Final.
Yeah.
So
watch out, Dave. I can tell you because
how many of us are going to try to get on that game?
No, it'll be a sellout there. Hey, listen, we are live from Shark Park ahead of the Roosters taking on the mighty Cronulla Sharks. This is Triple M NRL Prime Time. We're going to take a break, come back. We're going to start talking about this one as the Roosters take on the Sharks.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Triple M NRL Prime Time.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
You blokes don't even want it. You're out there working and you're not even trying to get the loads of tickets. And Watkins, you're doing bloody spreadsheets when you're supposed to be marking the number of times Triple M plays the bloody whistle sound effect.
Copping a coach's spray from your boss for not winning tickets to the NRL Grand Final with Triple M. Triple M's load of NRL Grand Final tickets. Listen out for the whistle while you work to win 8 a.m. Monday with Bocat and Woodsy and all day while you work on Triple M.
Hey boss, you finally going to join me on AEG?
Starting to think it's a no-brainer. Heard you can get up to 6 years coverage on tools with their rapid response warranty.
Yep, they assess claims on the spot, in store too.
That's good.
Gets better. If your tool's eligible and in stock, they'll resolve your claim there and then.
That's bloody great.
Shit, they call it mission, cut downtime.
AEG's rapid response warranty. Less downtime, more tool time. Only at Bunnings. See website for TCs and exclusions. AEG. Always expect great.
This month on Disney Plus just got bigger. FX's Alien Earth is coming in for landing. Save yourself. Now streaming. And strap in for Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. Streaming August 27th.
This could get messy.
This month is Out of This World on Disney Plus.
And now to meet your perfect holiday match. Hi, I'm Carnival Splendor, a Sydney-based cruise ship perfect for families with young kids. I love water parks, but also spa days. If you like the same kind of fun, we might be a perfect match. With more ships in the sea, meet your perfect holiday match with a Carnival cruise, sailing from Sydney all year round. Visit carnival.com.au or speak to your travel agent.
Hi, I'm Barry from Pepper Money.
Tell us what you do, Barry.
I'm in the mortgages team, helping customers with home, commercial and SMSF loan options.
And what's really helpful about Pepper Money?
The way we look at income, casual work, second jobs, bonuses, overtime can all count. Basically, the real-life ways people earn money.
Excellent. Have a go at the song?
Really helpful loan options.
Nailed it, Barry.
Really helpful loan options. Pepper Money. Credit assessment, conditions, fees and charges apply.
Anytime is 7-Eleven time, particularly at 6:50 p.m. when the game is about to begin and you need something to bite on that isn't your fingernails. Get game day snacks delivered anytime at 7-Eleven. Find out if we deliver to you.
G'day, Paul Worsing from iFish TV. Every great season starts at the stern with Suzuki Marine. Right now, score up to $1,250 factory bonus on outboards from DF40 to DF100. Power you can trust, backed up by 6 years warranty. But act fast. This deal ends September 30. Terms and conditions apply. Visit suzukimarine.com.au today and start your season the Suzuki way.
Sydney outdoor adventurers drop everything. 4-Wheel Drive Supercenter's mammoth spring clearance sale is on now. That's right, we're serving up crazy daily deals on outdoor and camping gear this weekend. Fridges, battery swags, gazebos and stacks more. These clearance prices smash the show deals out of the park. Get in early this weekend and score big. We're giving away free show bags to the first 20 customers in store this Saturday and Sunday. Visit your local 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre store at Eastern Creek, Greenacre, Campbelltown or Gosford this weekend. The Discount Kings will always get you out there for less.
The boys on Triple M.
thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Oh, welcome back to Shark Park as Triple M rocks the football for Ream Hot Water and McDonald's. Ben Dobbin with you, and this is prime time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air. Aaron Woods, Ben Dobbin, David Riccio with you. And what a game we have tonight, an elimination semi-final between the Sydney Roosters and the Cronulla Sharks. That is in around 50 minutes' time to kick off. The team sheets are in, and as we thought, obviously Britt Nakora is in, Atkinson drops out for them. That's their only change. And Connor Watson drops back to the bench, and Beno Elu, he starts, and he has been starting for the Roosters for some time. Dave Riccio, this battle between Mark Nwanganitawase and Ronaldo Mulitalo, it is shaping to be one of the battle for the ages.
It's worth the price of admission alone, the wingers battle. Actually, on both sides, fellas. Sione Katoa up against Daniel Tupou.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at four of the best wingers. Most exciting wingers who love scoring tries in the competition. But that battle between Mark Nwanganitawase and Ronaldo Mulitalo will be a beauty. I reckon Ronaldo, you won't be able to shut him up tonight.
Well,
honestly.
I hope you won't be able to shut him up.
Okay.
You love it, Woodsy.
I want to play you two bits of audio from this week. Okay. Firstly, when Ronaldo was questioned by an award-winning journalist on the Sharks' finals record, this is the response he gave.
The last few years, finals record hasn't been great. Have you spoken about how to handle this situation better?
Well, what's great to you, we play finals every year. Well, other clubs, there's 8 other clubs or 9 other clubs that haven't played finals. So, say whoever you want to, people just keep changing the goalposts. I couldn't care less what anyone says about finals records and blah, 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 blah. It's the same stuff every year. I won't say anything on that.
Well, to be fair, they did make a prelim last year. I think it was talking about them getting knocked out the year before by the Roosters in week 1, and then the Cowboys, before. Was that a justified response from Ronaldo, Dave Riccio?
I love it, and I love it because I'm a journo in this game. That I want to hear the excitement, the colour, the brutality of the honesty. That's what I want to hear. Cry me a river, seriously, about a player having his opinion. He's had his opinion, and there are so many vanilla players in this game that just want to fly under the radar, and that's their prerogative. That's fine, no dramas. But the colour is what creates the game, and you led this subject, Dobbo, by talking about the battle of these two wingers.
Yeah, you're right.
Because why? Because Ronaldo gives as much as he gets.
Well, Mark Nwanganitawase, to me, if he has a performance over the next couple of weeks, he'll be going on a kangaroo tour. Ronaldo was asked during the course of the week about his battle with Mark Nwanganitawase. The confidence that this bloke has shown in these comments, I think for everybody, we're going to have a listen. Have a listen to this.
When it's a big challenge. Now, you're facing off against Mark Nwanganitawase on the weekend.
You said that pretty well.
Yeah, I practiced the whole time.
Jeremy Lattimore.
I know.
That's the best he can do.
I can see him start to sweat when we start bringing up the Roosters. I'm going to have to say the name. Yeah. He, at the moment, is one of the informed wingers in the comp. Yep. Are you looking at him thinking, I'm going to stop everybody talking about him? It's Ronnie's day. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I can't wait for that battle. Obviously, this is what it's about. You want to verse the best of the best. And last time I was here, and I put it out there as well. I wasn't scared of putting myself out there. And if he gets me, he gets me. It's the game we play, right? And I'm excited for it. Obviously, he's a well-rounded winger. Everyone loves him at the moment, and everyone loves the new toy, I guess. So I can't wait to verse it and ruin Christmas, I guess.
Yes. Everybody loves a new toy.
How good is that?
That's the Journeyman podcast, by the way. You can hear that interview on the Journeyman podcast. But everybody loves a new toy, and I can't wait to ruin Christmas. Now,
I listened to that same podcast, Dobbo, and he also said, I've been in the high game long enough. The high ball game long enough. It's welcome to the high ball game. What I love about Ronnie, right, I'll be going in before this game, and Nwanganitawase, for all the talk we do and all the highlight drills, he has one of the most errors in the game. He's a person that you
I think
kick
it's
to.
improved over the last 8 weeks.
Yeah, but you kick to him, he gets put under pressure. He doesn't really have, with his error, he's like a Reece Walsh type player. They go for that opportunity where they want to flick it and, probably on play 1 or 2 when you probably shouldn't. If I'm Ronaldo Mulatalo, every time tonight he comes up with I'm getting straight into his face. Even if he just tries to walk past, I'm shouldering. I'm going below the belt with some sledging with him as well. Mate, you're not playing rugby union anymore. This is rugby league. This is a different sport. Fans don't sit on the sideline and just clap. They yell, scream and abuse. This is what we want to see. This is finals footy.
Mate,
it's
he's
sudden
showing
death,
enough that he is tough enough to mix it with anybody. Now,
stop it. That's why he's linked to go back to rugby union. This is a tough sport,
he's not
mate.
going back there, mate.
Week to week, this is going to be hard, and this is an opportunity for him tonight, Dobbo.
Listen, I understand how passionate you are about the greatest game that we're all involved in.
I love this game.
Riccio, I don't think there is anybody in the rugby league that would have thought that Marky Mark was going to perform as well as he has in such a quick turnaround from the transition of rugby.
Why not, buddy? He's a wallaby.
No. Because it's a very different game. You accept that. Wingers in rugby union are very different to a winger.
But he's had a rugby league background, Dobbo. He played rugby. He was in the Balmain district. He played there for a long period of time.
Okay.
He changed when he went to high school.
You think he is?
He's known. It's not like
he should be this good.
But Dobbo, it's not like he's come to the sport where some players in rugby league just go there for the money because they know our outside backs are phenomenal athletes. They don't know the full system. Like when Mark Gasnier went over there, it's different. He's been in the rugby league system coming through the grades. He knows what it's all about. It's not like it's just brand new and it's what he's just learned on the run.
Put it this way, his arrival and showcasing of talent in this Roosters team is something that I didn't expect, and for that reason,
a lot didn't, Dave. You're on your own.
I had them suffering this season.
Yeah,
and I've had my say this week about the Roosters' achievements, but it's his arrival. It's Robert Toya's development as a footballer. It's the arrival of Hugo Savala, and still coupled with all those Origin players that they still have. And a James Tedesco season that is in one of the greatest seasons of his career. He will win the Dally M.
He'll win it by length.
Easily.
What about...
Easily.
And I know a lot of people... He's villain number 1 in Queensland. But the impact that Lenu has had...
He's been outstanding.
Like, if they need it...
But can I talk to someone you haven't mentioned? Nafahu White.
Unbelievable.
He has been phenomenal. Like, you lose Jared Weir-Hargraves at the back end of last year, you go, we've lost all our experience.
Yep.
What Nafahu White has done for this team, he normally plays about 55 to 60 minutes straight. And it's his leg speed. Defensively, he never comes up with missed tackles. Even the other week against I think it was the Redcliffe Dolphins, him and Lenu went after that forward pack. They're such an exciting pack to watch.
Yeah. Again, guys, this Nafahu White, the arrival and status and recognition that he has received this year is something that I didn't expect because of what we thought the Roosters were losing in the space of Jared Waerea-Hargraves, Terrell May. And I firmly believe that Nafahu has seen this opportunity and said, well, I'm taking it. This is mine. I'm going after it. And he's made it his own. I don't think we expected the presence that he has on this team coming this year, and he's done it.
Yeah, Siwa Wong, Feketi, Blake Steep, all these young blokes.
I think they've outshone like sort of the Angus Crichtons and the Victor Radleys, haven't they?
Yeah, well, they're just the next wave coming through at the Roosters. Hey, Tommy Hackett from Ladbrokes, a very happy Saturday evening to you, my friend. Great to talk to you.
Hello, boys. Good to be in touch. Looking forward to this game tonight. I think this is the game of the weekend.
Yeah, well, come on. I mean, it's a good game, but we've got tomorrow. Let's go the small sport. You're a proud Queenslander. Tommy, Sharks and the Roosters both take momentum into tonight's do-or-die clash. Who do the Ladbroke punters think will win this one?
This has been the game where the punters have been the most split this weekend. It really has almost been split down the middle. There has been a bit of a late push, though, for the Sydney Roosters. The Roosters are now going to start clear favourites. So they've been favourites all week. They're now into $1.68. Cronulla Sharks just getting out to $2.20 late. The late money well and truly in favour of the Roosters.
Daniel Tupou has scored at least one try in 8 of his last 9 appearances in Sydney. What a record. Where is he sitting tonight in the first try scoring betting with the Ladbrokes punters?
He's on the second line of betting, which is a rare position for Daniel Tupou in first try scorer markets. He's normally favourite. He's second favourite tonight at $8. Mark Nawakatina-Wazi, who's been so good this year, is the favourite at $7. Good money for Ronaldo Mulatalo. He's $8.50. I think the value, and I think a player that's in for a big game, is James Tedesco. He's currently there at $10.50. Best packed at a price for the Sharks has been William Kennedy, who's currently $15.
I like William Kennedy as well. Righto, it's a Saturday night. I've had a good day with the Mackay Diva Stakes and other things that have gone on today. Build us a same-game multi for this one, Tommy Hackett.
Yeah, I like the Roosters tonight. I think they can win this game, and I think they'll cover the line that's currently on offer. I do like Daniel Tupou to score a try at any time. As we mentioned earlier, Will Kennedy to score a try at any time. Put those three together, you get $9.27.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Appreciate you, Tommy Hackett. Have a great Saturday night, mate. Enjoy everything, and we'll catch up with you again shortly.
Thanks, boys. Enjoy the game. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Punt with Ladbrokes and enjoy more ways to multi this footy season. Download the Ladbrokes app today.
Chances are you're about to lose.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Triple M NRL Prime Time.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
Stop, shop and save at Bob Jane T-Mart. Steel wheel and tyre packs from $1,099. Monster alloy wheels from $199 and a massive 30% off selected Monster Scout alloy wheels plus 25% on Yokohama GO16s, GO18s, 4x4 and Ute tyres. They won't be beaten with their best tyre price guaranteed. Give them a call or shop online at Bob Jane T-Marts. They'll look after you. T's and C's apply.
Triple M Breakfast. Bo, Cat and Woodsy.
I was at the gym the other day. A woman just put on an extra 2 plates on the side and started squatting more than me.
Yeah.
And I said, I pretended to take a phone call and said, look, I've got to go. I'm on radio.
Yeah.
It's working.
Walk straight out.
Yes. And then I put tracksuit pants on and I sprinted out of that gym, didn't I?
Shop the Footy Finals half-price vitamins and cosmetics sale on now at Chemist Warehouse.
Triple M Breakfast. 6 to 9 a.m. weekdays on Triple M.
Milwaukee's not just for plumbers tackling yet another block drain. Electricians facing massive wiring jobs. Mechanics fixing that snapped bolt before knock-off. Or carpenters putting that last nail in the frame. It's for everyone in the trade. Not just for today or tomorrow. Forever. Milwaukee. Forever for the trade.
Get ready, Bondi. Tui's on Tour is rolling in hot. Make sure you're getting to Beach Road to see Daily J perform live on October 3rd for an epic night of live music. Cold Tui's on tap, your best mates by your side, and a local pub ready to rock. You can't beat it. It's Tui's on Tour, making the pubs of New South Wales rock again. How do you feel? I feel like a Tui's or two. Drink wise, 18 plus only.
Time now for some more hot dates.
ANZ Falcon Technology learns from your transactions to help protect you. ANZ Fraud Protection. Now it's personal. Falcon is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation.
Hot dates.
Menu Logs got what's good in your hood. Like your favourite Thai joint, Yok Thai Manly. Did somebody say Menu Log? Download the app now and order what you're craving.
Hot dates. Hot dates. Pencil them in.
It's here. The Supreme and Leader Caravans nationwide Super Spring stock sale is on now. Save thousands on brand new Supreme and Leader Caravans. These Aussie-made legends have delivered style, comfort and unmatched quality for over 39 years. Make an offer. No reasonable offer refused. Hurry, these are never to be seen again prices and they won't last long. Sale ends NRL Grand Final weekend or while stocks last. Visit your nearest Supreme or Leader dealership today or jump online now at supremecaravans.com.au or leadercaravans.com.au.
You're running late, so you drive a few Ks over 70 in a 60 zone. It's all good. Then one day, you can't brake in time. If only I'd gone a little slower, I'd be able to talk a little faster.
Going 70 in a 60 zone makes you 4 times more likely to be involved in a crash. Casual speeding. Every K counts. A message from the New South Wales Government.
Does your business cash flow need a spark to come off the bench to make that winning play? Prosper's business line of credit can provide your business with a safety net of funds to cover day-to-day expenses. Draw down on what you need when you need it and only pay interest on what you use. Prosper have helped over 50,000 small businesses stay in the game. Apply today at prosper.com. That's PROSPA. T's and C's and standard credit criteria apply.
Thanks
thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Oh, welcome back to Shark Park as Triple M rocks the footy. Ben Dobbin, Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio with you. This is Triple M NRL Prime Time for Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air. Over the course of 24 hours, we saw Melbourne defeat the Bulldogs 26 points to 18, and just earlier on this afternoon, the Penrith Panthers continue their winning ways, 24 points to 8 over the New Zealand Warriors, and that has ended the Warriors' season in 2025. Tonight, we have a lot to get through, This is an elimination semi-final. The Roosters, they were written off mid-season by Mr. Peabody, Brent Reid especially. He said it there publicly. There's no chance.
He wanted Sam Walker to rest the season.
Then they've just got on a run. But the smoky has been Cronulla.
Yep.
When I looked at this stat, and I couldn't believe it. Them getting themselves here, they've won 3 straight and 7 of their past 8 to finish the season.
Yeah.
You want to talk about form leading into finals? To win 7 of the past 8, and the only one they lost was against the Dragons side, and we know what a local derby, Shire derby, what that can create. Have we, and I know a lot if you're in the Shire, but has, as a collective, the game probably disregarded how well the Sharks have been going and flying under the radar?
Yeah, definitely, Dobbo. I tipped them. I had them in my top 4 about 5 weeks ago, and a lot of people said, mate, you're off your head. You look at the run they had and the way that they've been performing. You got to remember the last 3 weeks, no Britton Nakora, arguably the best whole running back rower in the game. You look at what Nico Hines has done. He had a slow start to the season, and he's just really picked up the form. But for me, it's the forward pack. A lot of talk about Adam Fanua, but the addition of him in the off-season, world-class front rower, if not the best front rower in the game alongside Payne Haas. He has been absolutely phenomenal this year. But a man last week that stood up for me was Toby Rudolph. He was the alpha. He went after the forward pack. He was exceptional against the Bulldogs. They got blokes like Billy Burns has come in and filled a role for Nakora. Now he's starting tonight. That's how good of a role he's had. And you look at the bench. It's a monstrous bench for the Sharkies. It's so hard to stop.
Fusi Talakai, Braden Hamlin-Uele, and now Britt Nakora. So,
So you get away with Fanua, Blake and Rudolph, and then maybe Billy Burns. But then they bring on the likes of these blokes. What I love about the Sharks is their back 5 is phenomenal. They attack down their own end of the field. They link up so much there. You watch the way they play the ball. Like Katoa, he might only make 5 metres carrying the ball, but he's a little worm. He just wriggles out of tackles. He gets a quick play of the ball. He takes that 5 metre carry, which makes the next play of the ball so much easier for the likes of Mulatalo to jump in the back. Kale Iro's back from the pec injury that he's been out for a long term. They're a side that's been building, and you look at the coach. The coach tonight is the apprentice against the master in Robbo. He's learnt so much under Trent Robinson. He's been there with the premierships that Robbo won.
Yep.
I love what Craig Fitzgibbon's done down there, and I think people have been sleeping on them, Dobbo. A lot of people aren't giving the respect that they deserve.
Is there potentially, and you got to look at it, defensively, people are like, well, the Roosters have got a worse defensive record than the Sharks. People have been saying, but if you look at the start of the year, they leaked a lot of points. They had 50 put on them early, and they've been some up and down.
And so you look at tonight, Sam Walker, very unpredictable with what he's going to do. I think the outside defence of the rushing from the outside backs of the Sharks, they will really restrict him.
Well, Dave Riccio has somebody that will be missing tonight and is just Shark DNA. Down to you, Dave Riccio, with Cam McInnes.
Yeah, absolutely. Club captain Cameron McInnes. Cam, firstly, an update. How are you travelling? I understand you underwent ACL surgery.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, got it done. All good. Walked out of it. So, it hasn't been too bad, to be fair.
Now, usually the doctors throw a 12-month, a 9-month. I'm assuming Cam McInnes just goes, I'll be back in three weeks.
I wish, eh? Nah. Yeah, I don't know. You can't really rush these things, but I know what I'm in for. I've done the other knee, so, I know what I need to do to get back as soon as possible.
Any chance for start of the round? Are you actually putting a circle around when you'd like to be back?
Oh, it's harder. You don't want to do them, and then you disappoint yourself. But opening rounds doesn't. It's not too impossible. Yeah.
Talk about the game, Cam. Such a huge occasion for Cronulla. Obviously a knockout semi-final. Big opponents in the Sydney Roosters. What gives you confidence tonight?
I think just the journey of this team. It's our 4th year together. Lost semis, won semis. Been in this situation before against the Roosters here. Had to win and didn't get it done. But the growth in this team in those couple of years has been immense, and I think the boys are playing the best footy at the right time. So yeah.
And just touch on that, Cam, because the boys have been talking about the momentum. and the way the Sharks have flown under the radar with some decent performances. None better than last week. Absolutely outstanding against the Dogs. How important is their confidence and momentum at this point of the season?
It's important to a degree, but momentum can change very quickly in a game of footy, can't it? So it's just about getting that start of the game right. Doesn't mean you score all the points, doesn't mean they don't score tries too, but if you come out with that right intensity, give yourself that little bit of confidence, like, yeah, we're here to play today, and then as the game goes on, good things can happen for you.
Tell the listeners about the man that's wearing your number 13, Jesse Colquhoun. Very young, talented forward. They call him the teacher's pet here. Fitzy's a big fan. What do you love about Jesse Colquhoun?
When I turned up here, he turned up on a training trial, him and Tommy Hazelden, and generally speaking, those guys sort of, do your weeks and get moved on for salary cap purposes, but they kept those two around for good reason, and he's had a couple injuries himself, obviously ACL before this year and a few broken feet, but works so hard, gets his head down, and got such a big engine, so exciting future for him, and he's earned this opportunity.
You've been in the dressing room. Has Ronaldo shut up yet, or what are we expecting tonight?
No, he's pretty calm and relaxed, which is good when he's in that space. Saving himself for the 80 minutes. So the boys are all like that as well, so it's going to be good.
Blake Brayley's season's just been outstanding. Cam, you've been able to sit back and watch his development. Has he got another level in him?
I think he does, and he's always had that ability. He's the fittest player I've ever played with, and in the game we play, that means a lot because it's constant. The game's 60-minute ball in play these days, so the fittest person on the field able to make those clear decisions and run fast when everyone's at fatigue, and because he doesn't get tired, his technique stays perfect, and he's a special player, and he's realising that this year, and he's got more in him though.
Nico Hines started the week unable to sleep due to that grade 2 dangerous contact charge. He now has this opportunity to be in this team. You'd think he realises this is my chance now. I was almost out of this game. I've got to go after it.
Yeah, for sure. Would have been a whirlwind for the start of the week for him, but I've really been so proud of Nico this year. A lot of noise always follows him, but he's done nothing but try to do his best for the team, and he's playing real team footy, which that's what you need from your halfback.
Good luck, Cam, and thanks for joining Triple M tonight.
All good, thank you.
Thank you, Dave Riccio. Thank you to the club captain, Cam McInnes, all for Bob Jane teammates. The battle between the coaches, two great mates.
Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and Trent Robinson are great friends. Fitzy obviously was a proud Rooster, started off at St George, then was a Rooster, and he did his apprenticeship under Trent Robinson, a lot of it. Do you think that gives him an edge, knowing full well what the kind of game plan will be? I know they've been not coaching together for now 3 years, but do you think that gives him a little bit of an edge?
I don't think it gives him too much of it, because coaches change and adapt over the years, Dobbo, but what it does, it creates a rivalry. This is one game. They've played each other twice this year. You circle off when you come up against teammates or blokes you've played with, in this instance, people you've learnt off. And then the first time they played against the Sharks were horrendous. Up at Central Coast, the Roosters just towed them up with a young squad.
Yeah.
Gets a right of reply. You got to remember, Robbo knocked him out 2 years ago in a similar fashion.
Yeah.
The Sharks were a higher finish on the ladder.
Yeah.
They come to a sudden death.
Sam Walker.
Exactly right.
Siwa Wong. It was when we saw Siwa Wong for the first time. Really.
Swally was there that time. He didn't come out. And what the Roosters did that night was unbelievable. And that would be burning you. If that happens to you, you know what it's like. You lose to a mate, you get frustrated. It hurts more than losing to someone that you can't stand, because you want to beat a mate. And this is going to fuel Fitzy, and I think he'll tell a lot of people throughout the week that it doesn't bother him too much, but mate, you're always thinking about it. You circle off the calendar on when you're coming up against your ex-teammates or your ex-coach, ex-club. This is one that will be high on his priority list to win, and look, it's winner takes all, because if you lose, you're gone. You're gone straight to Mad Monday.
It's as simple as that. We are on the countdown now. Both sides out preparing for this game. The referees are out. Todd Smith, the referee tonight as well. We will get to break down both sides as the countdown continues. We are live from Shark Park as Triple M rocks the footy ahead of the Sharks taking on the Roosters.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Triple M NRL Prime Time.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
With 2.4 litre bi-turbocharged power, it can tackle any load. With 3.5 tonne towing capacity, it can tow confidently and safely. Celebrate the Mitsubishi Motors 45-year anniversary sale this month. Drive away today in a Triton GLS 4x4 double cab pickup from just $56,990 for ABN holders. Plus, receive a $2,500 cash bonus. End September 30. T's and C's apply. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Okay, item number 12. What are we going to call the competition we're doing to give away the most tickets to the NRL Grand Final in Sydney? Come on, guys, I need good ideas here. Come in.
Yeah, g'day. I've got a delivery here, Triple M.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
It's just a load of Grand Final tickets.
What'd you say?
A load of Grand Final tickets. I've got them here. I've got to drop them off somewhere. What do you want in the crate?
Just there's fine, thank you.
Yeah, right.
Cheers. So everyone happy with load of NRL Grand Final tickets then?
Yep.
Yeah,
sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
Triple M's load of NRL Grand Final tickets. Starts 8 a.m. Monday with Bocat and Woodsy and all day at work. Sydney's Triple M.
Well, the hottest of hot party you've ever seen. Rain comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on. Install a rain. Install a rain. Install a rain. Install a rain.
Ask your plumber for Ream, Australia's #1.
Woolworths plump fresh Australian blueberries are chilled from the farm to our fridges. And 125 gram punnets are now a fresh special for just $3 a pack. From the fresh food people. Until September 16, more stocks last. May not be available in all stores or online.
Let go of the chaos. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find your inner zen and experience year-round comfort and reliable performance with an MHI air conditioner. Purchase an eligible system and receive up to $500 cashback bonus, plus the chance to win one of 3 wellness retreats in Bali, valued at $10,000 each. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air. T's and C's apply.
The USA and Canada sale is now on. Start planning your next adventure with Qantas and American Airlines. For a limited time, save on flights from Australia to Los Angeles, San Francisco, Dallas-Fort Worth, New York, Vancouver and Honolulu. Plus, explore more of America with connections to over 130 destinations. Book today and save. Hurry. Sale in September 15 unless sold out prior. Terms and conditions apply.
This month on Disney Plus just got bigger. FX's Alien Earth is coming in for landing. Save yourself. Now streaming. Strap in for Marvel Studios Thunderbolt, streaming August 27th.
This could get messy.
This month is Out of This World on Disney Plus.
Bunnings brings it all together for your kitchen. Our super stylish range of caboodle kitchens cater for every taste. With on-trend colours and door profiles, with bench tops, handles and even clever storage.
You can mix and match and cut to measure to suit your space.
Plus, Bunnings brings it all together from floor to ceiling.
We've got plenty of inspiration for you in store. With sinks, taps and appliances to paint, tiling and lighting. You'll find all you need to complete the look.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Bunnings is where kitchens come together.
For 20 years, Castrol Edge engine oils have been trusted by manufacturers, mechanics and drivers to unlock the very edge of performance. Castrol Edge is extensively tested against some of the most demanding performance standards in the world. It's why Castrol Edge is chosen exclusively by leading car manufacturers and is relied upon by the best in world motorsport, including Tickford Racing, to deliver race-winning performance. Choose Castrol Edge and unlock the very edge of performance for yourself.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Welcome back to Shark Park as the countdown is underway. 22 minutes till kickoff as Triple M rocks the footy for Ream Hot Water and McDonald's. Monopoly at Macca's is back. Play only on the app. Ends October 14. For full terms, visit mcdonalds.com.au. And the Ream Hot Water, geez, Ream have been with us for a long time.
How good are they?
They have been with us from the get-go. Hot water needs replacing. Well, you just go for this steady, hot and strong. You just need one thing. You just go, install me a Ream.
Install a Ream.
For the hottest of
hot water you've ever seen.
Yeah, okay.
Ream comes on, heady, ready.
Hot and strong. Don't sing. Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air. This is prime time. If you're just joining us, we've had 2 games so far. And the finals in 2025 haven't disappointed. Here are the highlights from Game 1, the Melbourne Storm and the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Triple M
M rocks finals footy.
Full game highlights for Mitre 10 Trade. Huge tradie brekkie, September 19 at Mitre 10 and Home Hardware. Check the website to find a brekkie near you.
The ball is birded and the finals are underway. Kickow is down and he's in trouble. He's clutching at his head. He copped an accidental elbow.
Yeah, it's a category 2, so he has a chance to be back. It's a cat 2 for Viliami kick out.
Munson to the right. Peasant gets it on. It's Katsua scoring in front of the Slater stands. Goes left to Salmon. Salmon to kick out. Kick out.
It's play on.
It looks like it's been knocked on by Sexton. Well, this will be the most remarkable start. He's celebrating like he's certain he scored.
He was confident that he didn't touch it, and it's all knee.
It's going to be a try.
What a start to this contest for Toby Sexton. Is that first touch?
First touch.
Last tackle. Centre field. Sexton. Runner. It comes away now. Galvin. A beautiful cut-out pass. And over untouched is Jacob Kiraz. Melbourne have been caught out. Peasant from nowhere has drilled a 40-20 to completely turn the momentum. Last play, Munster, Lasardi. He's confident. It's a try. And that's Munster at his best.
Then the Melbourne Storm defence hold up.
Comes back open side with Salmon at second receiver. On to Sexton. Sexton to kick out. Kick out of Burton. Burton goes for it. Burton scores. Dobbs in front of Melbourne. Canterbury are producing an inspired second half. Inside play from Grant to Utai Komodo onto Grant. Here's Wishart. Over. Wishart's in. Of course, Tyron Wishart scores in the second half. And you just knew Harry Grant was going to make his mark on this game. Kick out basketball pass. It's taken by Warbrick. Warbrick's away. They're off to the prelim. Melbourne have done it again. Will Warbrick under the posts. And the Storm are 80 minutes from the grand final. The Storm have done it again. Another prelim final. They are a magnificent organisation, coached by perhaps the best that's ever done it. Craig Bellamy and his Melbourne men are into the final 4 and they get to host the prelim. 26-18, the Storm are one game away from the big dance.
Grab Triple M NRL daily all week on Listener and drive home with Triple M's Rush Hour.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Oh, there is the first game, and it didn't disappoint. Melbourne, and we talked a bit about earlier, Melbourne through to a prelim. We're not sure, considering now, and the NRL have got a headache on their hands because it's the AFL Grand Final weekend when that is. So do they hold it on the Friday night?
Yeah, what's the talk there?
It certainly won't be on the Saturday night.
And if it is the Friday night, I think the team will be playing from Sunday to Friday. That's a 5-day turnaround.
It will have to be, you would suspect, Sunday or
go up against the AFL Grand Final.
Well, Saturday night. You could do it after the AFL Grand Final. It's right there. You could do it on the Saturday night. One thing that was said to me that if Collingwood were to get through and if Collingwood were to win, there's no way you'd be able to have a game at Amy Park because their training field's next door.
Yeah.
So we won't know. The game played a little earlier this afternoon. Saw the Penrith Panthers, the 4-time premiers, continue on their winning ways. Here are the highlights from that great victory over in New Zealand just a little earlier.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Full game highlights for Mitre 10 Trade. Huge tradie brekkie, September 19 at Mitre 10 and Home Hardware. Check the website to find a brekkie near you.
2 tackles left. Schneider quick service out to Cleary. Cleary everywhere now. Underarms into his tackle. Finding Talangi. Talangi delays his pass, then throws to McLean. But the defenders are there waiting. And the tackle made 10 away. Last play. This Schneider comes back to the open to Cleary. He goes to face past the Papali'i. And Papali'i crashes over. Oh, Isaiah Papali'i has made a massive impact. Schneider dummies. Goes himself. Schneider over. Schneider is in. He bounces over the line. Oh, the unlikely dummy half. Comes to Boyd on the right. Keeps it going now. Double punt. Halasima is over. Got it down. Leka Halasima scores. He scores every damn week, Leka Halasima. Now they're back in business. That was their best set of the game by miles, and they had the finish. Chase, Garland got it. Then he threw a forward pass to Lucky. Play on. Rubber kick. Taken by Cole. 20 away. Draw Comes back to the right now. It's Martin running the show at the moment. Links up now as it goes through hands. Picked up by To'o. And To'o is going to go 50 metres and put this game to bed. Penrith are home. Penrith, the dream goes on. And 5 in a row is still alive. 24-8.
Grab Triple M NRL daily all week on Listener and drive home with Triple M's Rush Hour.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
24 points to 8, Penrith over the Warriors. The Warriors are heading to Mad Monday, and Kosamui, their season is over. And we have around 15 minutes till kick-off of this game. It is going to be massive. Dave Riccio, we will come back, and then we're going to unpack this one. It's the Roosters taking on the Sharks live from Shark Park. You know what they say, Shark Park after dark, it's a dangerous venue. We're going to unpack it all as Triple M rocks the footy.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Triple M NRL Primetime.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air.
Triple M's Lou and Charge. Ready for Lou and Charge for the early drive home.
Mince is an underrated meat. You can put it in everything.
I don't think it's underrated.
I don't think people eat enough mince.
I think people eat a heap of mince.
I don't think they're eating enough mince. 12353, you eating mince?
No.
Give me a call if you want to chat mince.
Also, your original statement.
The phone lines are going
The
phones are going up.
We're not calling
mince.
We're not
chatting mince.
We're not chatting mince.
Lou and Charge. Triple M's Lou and Charge for the early drive home. There's plenty of reasons why best sheds are the best sheds. Find out at bestsheds.com.au.
I'm voicing this ad without undies. Completely pants-free. Why, you ask? Just because. And because Bailey Ladders has got together with Tradie Undies to give away Bailey Ladders undies. Just spend over $200 on Bailey Ladders and or Bailey Fall Protection gear. Get a free pair of custom undies. Get some or go pants-free. Details at baileyladders.com.au.
Please wear undies responsibly. Pants to be worn over undies on work sites. Ow!
Lift your game with United. When you need to lift your game, nothing lifts like a Caterpillar from United Forklifts. If your current forklift is letting the team down, then it's time to lift your game with a Cat from United Forklifts. The toughest and most reliable forklift on the market is in stock right now. Lift your game with a Cat from the United Forklifts team. Google United Forklifts today.
Lift your game with United. Enjoy delicious tender chicken breasts this spring with Australian fresh RSPCA approved chicken breast fillets bulk tray. On special this week at Woolworths for just $8.50 a kilo, save $2.50 a kilo. From the fresh food people. On sale until September 16 while stocks last, when it'll be available in all stores or online.
Turns out, not all internet providers are built the same. When you need fast, reliable internet, choose the telco who knows your neighbourhood. Aussie Broadband. Backed by Aussie experts and a purpose-built network that keeps your connection running smoothly, you'll experience the Aussie Broadband difference with fast-flowing internet. And that way, the only time you'll ever get cut off is if you're still on mute. Make the switch to your local internet. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way.
Outgrowing your apartment means waiting for your turn to use the bathroom. Waiting for your turn to use the remote. Waiting for your turn to use the home office / wardrobe / playroom / sunroom. And waiting for your turn to use the bathroom again. Come on. Go from packed to the rafters to the space you're after with Westpac's local home loan specialists. To get it done, it takes a little Westpac. T's and C's, eligibility, lending criteria, fees and charges apply.
Hurry, share with your sister.
You pulled a night shift, but your hamstring's been nagging you all day. You need pain relief from muscle and joint injuries. New Celebrex Relief. Works hard because you do. New Celebrex Relief. Ask your pharmacist about this product. Incorrect use could be harmful.
KGM's low-rate finance offer means you can own the brand new MY26 Rexton on a great interest rate with a 36-month term. Priced from just $52,000 drive away, the Rexton is already one of Australia's best value 7-seaters with 3.5-tonne towing and 4x4 turbo diesel. Make it happen with KGM's low-rate finance offer today. Offer ends 30th September. KGM. Korean built to last. T&Cs, fees, charges and exclusions apply. Finance for approved consumer and commercial applicants of Angle Auto Finance. Australian credit licence 530731.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Thanks to the Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Oh, welcome back to Shark Park as Triple M rocks the football. The countdown begins as Cronulla take on the Sydney Roosters around 10 minutes away from kickoff. We believe it's a 7:50 p.m. kickoff. And Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio, Ben Dobbin with you as Triple M rocks the footy for Ream Hot Water and McDonald's. Penrith win over the Warriors in the early game. Yesterday it was Melbourne over the Bulldogs. Let's now start to unpack this one. We have a battle on our hands, and both sides, 8th versus 5th, but the Roosters at the moment seem to be the favourites. I'll start with you, Dave Riccio, who is one-eyed Cronulla, and rightly so. I said this to Woodsy a little earlier. Has the NRL as a collective, as a fan base and a group, have we taken and not given the respect to the Sharks that they deserve, winning 7 of their last 8?
Yeah, look, they've done well, no doubt in the world, but I still think they've had a largely inconsistent season by their standards. And we're talking about a prelim side here last year, fellas, but they've dropped games where they shouldn't have. There's 3 in mind. The big lead over the Broncos at Suncorp, led by 18 points, and let that one slip. They let another one slip to the West Tigers at Leichhardt Oval, and so too early doors against the Canberra Raiders, losing that one in the final minute when it was all sewn up as well, seemingly. So they've had those moments where they've dipped, and they probably deserve a little bit more respect as far as their last 4 weeks are concerned, guys. I can tell you that they've dominated the completion rates to the point of which they boast the best completion rate in the competition over the last 4 rounds at 87.8%. Conversely, the Sydney Roosters are last for completion rates on average over the last 4 rounds, 74%. So for me, guys, I think it is all down to that. Who dominates possession the most? Because ultimately, there's not too much between these two teams. But possession will count, and those completion rates, of which Woodsy touched on earlier. The Roosters like to play footy. Robbo gives them a licence to play out of their own end, but with that come errors. And as a byproduct of those dipping completion rates that give the Sharks opportunities here tonight, fellas.
Is that... And I'm going to ask you, Aaron Woods, on this, the risk and reward about still wanting to play your football, but knowing full well that error rate coming out of your own 20, that's crucial. You cannot make mistakes there. No team can make it. And your back 5 have got to deliver for you. But this Roosters side, they love playing expansive football. So do the Sharks, mind you. Yeah, they've got
Sharks
that in
love
them
a
as well.
free-flowing game. And that's the thing. Like, the Roosters, they come up with a lot of opportunities, but Dave Riccio said a lot of errors in their discipline, penalties, a lot of penalties and yardage, which relieves the opposition a lot of the time. But you've got to really be able to back yourself, and that's what Robbo's done. We know Robbo's really a systems-type coach, but he's had to change and adapt with the likes of Sammy Walker, Tedesco. They play their best footy and what's in front of them, but then you go to a side like the Sharks who love to counter. They don't just want the ball to die and then just go to a scrum and pack it or do a play the ball. They want to pick it up, and they think they can have an opportunity to score straight away. For me tonight, Dobbo, we haven't spoken about his man, Blake Brayley.
Yeah.
The forward pack, and this is a big reason why they have 4 big boppers on the bench. They want to generate some ruck speed. You know, Nafahu White plays a long game time. There's moments in the game where he can be tired. Spencer Leniu, great with the ball in hand. Defensively, he's not something we talk about too often. This is a great game for Blake Brayley. He's been the form hooker of the competition since the back end of the Origin, and I reckon he's going to explode tonight, Dobbo.
Yeah, he is big, but I will come back to our halves. Nicho Hines, Braden Trindle, Sam Walker, Hugo Savala. Yep. Both of them at different stages have had, I mean, we know the pressure that Hines will be under.
Yes.
But we also, with Hugo Savala, this is a big test for him tonight.
Oh, it's massive.
This is a massive test for the young half.
Yeah, it is. And for me, Nicho Hines, Braden, they just have to worry about kicking well, because a lot of the shapes and a lot of the structures come off Brayley. You look at Sharks, they play their best footy when Brayley's coming out of 9. You see Nicho Hines just punching holes. Trindle's doing the same thing. Don't be too fancy coming out of your own end. Just do what Brayley does. And we need those kicks long. Just land him in the back pockets of the field. But then you go to Hugo Savala. What a find. What a revelation he's been for the Roosters, because their kicking game in the last couple of seasons has been poor.
Yeah.
He's now got that long boot, which gets him out of trouble a lot of the time. And the unpredictability of Sam Walker. He could go for a chip and chase inside his own 30 and come up with a huge play. But it's about doing it at the right time and the right moment of the game that can put pressure on the Sharks.
Dave Riccio, Nicho Hines still out on the field while the rest of his team in there just getting some final kicking in. it's a big game for him because
Absolutely.
a lot of the pressure comes on Hines. We all know that.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think it comes down to two players tonight, and they're two most influential players for both teams, James Tedesco and Nicho Hines. Guys, as far as line break assists are concerned, James Tedesco leads the NRL with 34. However, just one behind in the NRL is Nicho Hines with 33. That shows the influence. We know we're talking about a Dally M player of the year over the line in James Tedesco. We're now talking about Nicho Hines just being one line break assist away from his level of football. His influence on this Sharks side is everything tonight. No doubt in the world, he'll have to have a big one if Cronulla are to win.
Where are their weaknesses, in your opinion, the Sharkies, Dave? Where do you think that they've got a weakness at the moment?
Their mentality. Between the ears, fellas, it's about staying in the grind and not going the gamble play. Braden Trindle has it in him. He really does. He's still developing as a half, and he has those moments where he'll run the ball himself. He'll try a trick play down a short side that's just not on, and steps outside the diligent, process-driven system of Craig Fitzgibbon. And it's only at that point that they start to sway and start to get out of their rhythm. And that's why I say it's their mentality. Really, their back five, you can make a case that they're one of the strongest in the comp. Their halves, well, I just spoke about Hines. Their pack, well, with the leader of Adam Fanua-Blake, they're right up there as well. It is in between the ears for the Sharks.
For the Roosters, where are their weaknesses tonight?
For me, it's what Dave said earlier. It's the errors, and it's also the discipline. They give away a lot of penalties, a lot of 6 against. You cannot invite a side like the Cronulla Sharks into your own end with a lot of possession. Sharks love to throw a lot of shape at oppositions. They love to test the defensive line out. And you've got to be squeaky clean. I spoke about Nwanganitawasi in the pre-game. He loves going for that opportunity when it's sort of like Dave Riccio just said with Braden Trindle. Do you go for that big play, or do you play the patience one, take the tackle, and then build off the next play? Whereas Nwanganitawasi will try to go down that short side and goes a little bit too close to the sideline. When he's getting dragged, and he'll try to flick it back in. We know that they come up with some really good plays, some good highlights on the highlights reel, but sometimes they can really dent the side because Sharks could pick it up, and the counter of Will Kennedy, Katoa, Remy, and Kaliero, Mulatalo, they can go 100 metres in one play, and that's something you've got to be really careful of tonight.
All right, Dave Riccio, I want an honest assessment, not with your heart, but with your head. Who wins tonight?
No, I'm going with the Roosters, and I'm saying that on big players win big games. And I've said it all week, fellas. This Roosters side boasts five Origin players. By my count, it's 74 Origin games to 4 tonight. 74 games of Origin experience to 4 as far as the Roosters v Sharks. And I think that matters. I think the Roosters will get home in a close one.
Dave, I think you're off your head. I think the Sharks win at home, and I think they win well. I think we're going to see a superstar tonight performance from Blake Brayley. I think he's going to get man of the match. I think he's going to cause havoc around the middle third of the field.
What have you been drinking today?
The Kool-Aid.
It's not going to be, by no being going to be.
I'm drinking New South Wales water, Dobbo. What you should be drinking, brother?
I think he wants a Northies membership.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for.
I've had a good 4 years down there, Dave. You know that, brother.
Triple M rocks the football for Remont Water and Maccas. Both sides going through their final bro-hugging, back-slapping. They've had the instructions from the referees. They've had the instructions from the coaches. And there's got to be some nerves in both camps at the moment. We just know.
Sudden death, Dobbo.
Yeah, elimination finals. Sharks v Roosters. Triple M rocking the football for Remont Water and Maccas. Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio, Ben Dobber with you. And this game... for me, I think the Roosters win.
I don't care. What a good game of footy, Dobbo.
Look, it's two great sides that we absolutely know. And here comes James Tedesco, this mighty fullback. Out come the Chooks. Tedesco, Tupou, Smith, Doyer, Nwanganitawase, Zavala and Walker. Lenu, Luelu will start. He'll be wearing the 14. Lindsay Collins, Crichton, Radley, Nabahu White. Then you've got Connor Watson, Egan Butcher, Blakestead, Siwa Wong. They are coached by Trent Robinson. And this man, Sam Walker, 15 try assists in 8 games in 2025. We just know what he can do.
No, we don't. He's so unpredictable, Dobbo.
He's that. Here comes Blake Brayley. Here come the Sharkies. Kennedy, Katoa, Ramian, Kaliru, Ronaldo Mulatalo, Braden Trindle and Nicho Hines, Dave Fanua-Blake, Blake Brayley, the captain, Rudolph Burns, Teague Wilton and Jesse Colhoun. Oregon Kafusi, Sipa Talakai, Britt Nakora and Braden Hamlin Uele. They are coached by Craig Fitzgibbon. Kale Hero back in the side. He's a huge in for them. Woodsy's saying the Sharkies. Dave Riccio's saying the Chooks. I'm saying just a good, clean game.
Oh, you said the Chooks. Stop
I'll
it.
go the Chooks as
Get
well.
off the fence, Stubbo.
Triple M rocks the footy. Now, Roosters get the first opportunity. They'll be getting the ball, receiving the ball. Todd Smith waiting for the green light to get us underway.
Can I plead something? Toddy, don't ruin the game for me, son. Let the boys play.
His hair's a bit on the march as well, Todd. Don't be shy to go to Turkey in the off-season.
A little bit of a rinse too.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with ginger. There's nothing wrong with ginger.
Only the ginger on Sundays.
Sharkies kicking off, running towards the north. Triple M rocking the football. We are underway. Semi-final 3. It's the elimination semi-final between the Roosters and the Sharks. Lenu with the first carry. Luelu now. Mark Nwangani-Tuase runs into Rudolph and takes the ball up towards the 20-metre line. So the Roosters, Luelu goes to that left-hand side. Nafahu wide, back into the pocket with a strong carry. Hands on the ball early. Up to the 30. They stay left. Here's James Tedesco. Just been awesome for them in 2025. Back to the right-hand side as the Roosters chant goes up. So there's obviously a lot of Chook supporters here. And Radley is wrapped up. So they'll go on the last to Hugo Savala, kicking from the 40. It's been a good defensive set from Cronulla early. Taken by Kennedy 8 metres out. He brings it back into the line. Nice run from Kennedy. The chase was equal as well. So Trindle now coming in, and here's that man, Ronaldo Mulatalo. He loves new toys. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, no. Ronaldo has made a mistake early. Aaron Woods, that's not the start he wanted.
No, it's not the start we want from Ronaldo Mulatalo. You know he's going to be upbeat, excited, but what it was for me, it was the rushing defence of the Roosters. 3 players, Lindsay Collins, Angus Crichton, they just got in his face. They picked him up, dragged him back, and he's tried to play the ball too quick. Take your time there. He's put the Sharks out of the pump early in this game.
So, Ronaldo makes a mistake. The new toy. And he
wasn't even in the air.
He wasn't in the air. Not what we wanted, semi-final football.
I'll tell you what, I like Tedesco touching the ball early. Last time he played down at Shark Park, took him 15 minutes to get his first possession, but he's in there straight away, first set of the game.
No score, Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Roosters right on the attack from 25 out. The ball goes to Walker on the left-hand side. They change direction. Luelu now straightens the attack, and he's 25 metres out, middle of the field. Roosters now to the left-hand side. Here goes Lenu, winding up. Geez, he's been good in the back end of this year. He came out of the back of Origins, been starting for the Roosters. Back to the right-hand side. Savala, Walker, double pump, goes to Toya. Toya one-on-one. Trindle made a nice tackle as well as Hero. Now they go back to that left-hand side. Walker tips one underneath the Fahu White. They read it well, the Sharkies. Oh, they did very well defensively. Toby Rudolph got right under the rib cage and brought him back to that 18 metres out. Left-hand side, Savala straight to the attack. Now to Tedesco. Then it goes to Billy Smith. Billy Smith one-on-one. Tried to get away from Sione Katoa, but he read it well. They're 4 metres out. Last tackle. Savala goes to Walker. Crossfield kick. Here goes Nwangani-Tuase. He's first take of the air. Took the ball. Comes back. Radley goes to Toya. Toya back inside for the line. Port down changeover. Well, worrying signs for the Sharkies. They went to the air. Nwangani-Tuase batted the ball back. It's a turnover. No score on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
The thing I love about that, Dobbo, is that you watch Ronaldo Mulatalo. Normally they wait for him to catch the ball and get down. It's the ego-ness of these two players. He wanted to get up. He wanted to make a contest. For me, Nwangani-Tuase looked like he pulled it back down as a knock-on. Luckily, they didn't get a try off the back of it, but it's a warning shot. They've gone straight to him on their first time down this end of the field.
Oh, this defence from the Chooks at the moment, trying to keep Cronulla in their own 20. Here's Colquhoun. He comes off his line now. Jesse Colquhoun. So now the Sharks with Rudolph. Good strong run, made 8 metres. This game's been at frenetic pace early. No score, Beacon Trade scoreboard. Trinder will kick early. He goes straight
Good
down
kick.
the middle. It's a great kick. Looking for a 40-20. He gets the bounce, but it won't. Nwanga will pick it up on his own 10. He'll come back. Both sides firing shots early.
Oh, you talk about kicks, Dom, and they've made the kick even better. The chase, Nico Hines led it. Kale they've picked him up, driven him back. This is two sides up for a big challenge tonight.
Here goes Daniel Tupou. Expert comments thanks to Seabus Super, making hard work pay off. It's the Roosters and the Sharks. No score. Sideline for Bob Jane Timar, Dave Riccio.
Guys, what an epic start to this match. Just that greasiness on the footy as far as that first error from Ronaldo Mulitalo. There's definitely dew on the surface. Guys, that ball security has to be priority number one. I will say this, the Sharks did very well defensively as far as what the Roosters threw at them, other than the kick.
Yeah.
Did very well defensively in their first test.
Dave Riccio on the sideline tonight as the Roosters get through their set, go high with Savala. Now Kennedy shifts early. Here goes Ronaldo. He takes it up over the 20-metre line and they start their set 25 metres off their own line. Carlero. He took the ball one out. So now they'll go to that right-hand side. Here's Sione Katoa, who we know can be an excitement machine when it gets some room. They're up to the 30 as Hines gets his hands on the ball. A nice run from Hines. Ducked into one from Walker. Crowd don't like it, but I think it's play on. Now, Hayden Fanua-Blake with a strong carry up over the halfway line. This has been a nice set from the Sharks off the back of a big kick from Hugo Savala. Last tackle as Nico goes skybound. They're going to test Daniel Tupou. The chase wasn't there. He took it easily, and he comes back into their Sharks offence. So frenetic pace, Woodsy, at the moment. Both sides blowing early. No score on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Roosters and the Sharks.
Yeah, end of a lot of ball in play at the moment. The big men, Defoe White, great late feeding the carries, finding some good elbows and knees, which gives them generate some quick play the ball. Very similar to Adam Fanua-Blake, giving the Knights something to play off the back of.
Luelu now goes to Tedesco. Tedesco goes one out. Beats one, beats two. We've got Robert Toya down, but he's back to his feet. Nice run from the captain. Now they go to the left-hand side. The ball goes to Nafahu White in the middle of the field. He's been hard to handle at the moment, Woodsy.
He's had an enormous start in this game. We spoke about him pre-game. He just cannot get him to the ground either.
Last tackle, Walker will go high. This is an epic clash so far. Ball batted back. Smith let it bounce. They bat it back. It's off the feet. Picked up. Sharkies regather.
Yeah, it's a great work from the Sharks. Sione Katoa just waited for Billy Smith to catch that ball. He didn't go up for it. But the Roosters, their defence, their yardage defence, numbers in, driving the back five of the Sharks out.
Here comes Sione Katoa. Ramian had the first carry. Katoa, this back five, doing all the work. Bradley Data from dummy half. Tried to get away from Collins. Collins got a second grab and brought him to the ground. 3 tackles gone for the Sharks. They're up to their 40 as Ronaldo Mulitalo takes a nice carry. Makes 8 metres centre of the field. Last tackle. Here goes Hines, kicking from his own side of halfway. This time the kick straight down the throat of Daniel Tupou. So the kicking game of Hines so far hasn't been to where it needs to be. 2 times, fairly easy kicks for Daniel Tupou to take.
Yeah, and it surprised me that they're kicking to Daniel Tupou. We know how safe he is. He starts their sets off really well. I can understand if they land on the catch, but they've been giving him some opportunity. I'd be going straight to Nwanga-Nitawasi.
Well, here he goes now. That to Mark Nwanga-Nitawasi. He beat 1, beat 2. Still going. Great run. Great run by Mark Nwanga-Nitawasi. Takes the ball up to the 40. They get a repeat set. Here goes Tedesco. Long pass to Collins. They're on the left. Collins runs at Hines. Takes it up over the halfway. That's where they're going to begin their set. They'll play the ball now. Luelu goes to the left. Walker back inside to Tedesco. He dropped the cold.
Wow.
He had a look. On Cronulla. Sideline for Bob Jane teammate Dave Riccio.
Yeah, guys, keeping an eye on Braden Trindle here. He's got an eye issue. He's out there with the trainer at the moment. He played no role in that defensive set for the Sharks. It was that break by Mark Nwanga-Nitawasi that he copped a little blow to the eye and he just came out reeling. It might have even been a stray boot. The Sharks trainer has given a thumbs up. He's staying out there, Trindle, but it's his right eye.
He's copped the heel there, Dobbo.
Yeah, he's copped the heel. So, Mark Nwanga-Nitawasi made a really nice
That's when he's at his best, when they give him the early shift and he just goes bang, bang, bang. Great feet from Mark.
Now Tedesco to Toya.
Look at him!
You want to talk about a magnificent? He pushed in and gave Toya a real rib kick lock. Wow!
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's the worst thing the Roosters could have done. He had a poor start, Mulatalo, to this game. But he has just rocked the ribs of Rob Toy, and he's forced the ball free on play one off the scrum. That's what you want to see from your winger. You come in, you make a decision, and you do it properly.
Macca's on loving it moment. 1-1, Ronaldo. He made a mistake. He squared up. And isn't he amped up?
And you know what he did? As soon as he got that, made that right decision, whose face did he scream right in the front of? Wasn't even the bloke carrying the ball.
It was Mark. Oh, no. Sione Katoa's dropped the ball.
That's a knock-on.
No, it was a knock-on.
Wow.
Teague Wilt. Billy Burns picked it up. They said no. Play on. Here they go now. Here's Wilton with the ball. Trying to get out of this defensive wall. The Roosters been very good. Aiden Fanua-Blake with a strong carry. Makes 12, 15 metres. That's a great run from the front rower. Gets up, quick play the ball. They're 40 metres out. They go to the right. It goes to now Hines, who chipped one underneath. And now they'll play the ball. Burns had to play the ball. The open side is that left. Now it goes to Colquhoun. Jesse Colquhoun doing a nice job as well in the middle. Gets up and plays the ball. Last tackle. They go to Trindle. Trindle will kick from 30 metres out. This has got height. It's targeted to Marky Buck. Oh, he took it beautifully. He took it beautifully. The Wanganeen-Dawase, he flew in the air, took the ball lovely. As Toya comes up his own line, they give him a bit more treatment, Aaron Wood.
Oh, it was great. And Mark, he topped a fair bit of a whack to the melon going down to the ground. And what I loved about what Wanganeen-Dawase did, he got up straight away and played that ball.
No score. Sharks Roosters on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio, Ben Dobbin with you. Cracking first 10 minutes. Here goes Hugo Savala. And they get a penalty.
Forward pass.
No, forward pass it is, sorry.
Wow, they've cracked the Roosters. It's back-to-back errors. It's not what Trent Robinson would like. Dave Riccio spoke about this before the game. They come up with a lot of errors, the Chooks. And this is just a basic one from a play the ball. This is real. This is lazy, Dobbo.
Luelu gave the ball, and I didn't think it was that bad. It was a flat pass. Dave Riccio, Bob J. T-Mart, you're down on the sideline. Did that look forward to you?
Oh, I've seen a lot worse. Yeah. Absolutely seen a lot worse.
Well, Toddy boy, don't let you get involved in the game and ruin it. No score, Sharks Roosters. To the right side they go. Here's Hero taking the ball. Now they'll go to the right. Brayley to Fanua-Blake. Then it goes across to Colquhoun. Nice run from Jesse Colquhoun. Takes the ball to the west back red zone, 20 metres out. Brayley into dummy half. He'll come back to that left-hand side. It goes to Hines, who chipped one underneath to Aiden Fanua-Blake. Fanua-Blake is still hard to get to the ground. That's 4 tackles. They go left. Here goes Hines. Back inside now to Colquhoun, and now he's brought down 5 metres out last tackle. Where's Nico? Out the back. Hines, flat pass. It was on the chest of Teague Wilton. He's knocked on. Not the way they wanted. They were playing on last tackle. I thought maybe they might have pushed it. The ball from Hines to Teague Wilton was a bit hard, Woodsy.
Yeah, he just needed soft hands. If he catches that, he probably goes in and scores, because Safalo sort of was going out to come in. It was a rocket to him, but it's a bit of a warning shot for the Roosters. Sharks looking to run on that last play.
They're not fearing anything as Crichton, who started the game in his usual fashion. Luelu dances from dummy half. He got absolutely monstered by Aiden Fanua-Blake. Walker now to Billy Smith, and this back row. Oh, that was hard. Wow, that was a really good shot. Was that Burns? Billy Burns, who just hit him hard. I love that. Here goes Leniu. We know he only knows one way. He straightens the attack and takes it up over that 20-metre line. Nafahu wide. They're bogged down here, the Chooks. Another strong run from the middle forward. He'll play the ball on the 30. Now it goes to Hugo Savala. He'll kick on the last. It's a big kick. Kennedy gets back there, takes the ball on the 10-metre line. He brings it back. Good run from Kennedy. Tried to get away from Radley. Didn't do it. Went sideways. No score. Roosters and the Sharkies. It's Triple M Rocks of Footy for Ream Hot Water and Maccas. Aaron Woods, Ben Dobbin with you, and Dave Riccio on the sideline. Hero now with the ball. Working back to the middle of the field. Made around that 10 metres. They're just short of the 40-metre line. As Wilton goes forward with a strong carry. Trying to bustle his way forward. Brayley goes to the right. Colquhoun back to Rudolph. Rudolph ran into Lenu and Savala, and he was brought down in the end by Luelu down around the legs. So now on the last, from 40 metres out, they're going to play on. That ball looked forward from Teague. Back inside, and the ball goes backwards. Well, there's a comedy of errors there. Everybody was waiting for a forward pass, but they said no. So Todd Smith, what is he doing, Woodsy? And they get a penalty. Nico gives away a penalty. A bit of push and shove with Tedesco.
Yeah, you don't really see that too often from James Tedesco, but geez, it was like the Benny Hill show, that little bit. It was forward pass, it was a knock on, it was a slip over as you were passing the ball. It looked like Rob Toyer knocked the ball on as well. But then we get a penalty at the end of it. So, look, very funny moment of play, that one. But the Roosters, good field position, 40 metres out now. Let's see what they've got in attack.
Expert comment seeks to Seba Super. Aaron Woods, Ben Dobbin, Dave Riccio on the sideline. There's no score at the moment, 15 gone. Roosters in the Shark. Here's Lenu with a strong carry in the opposition 20. So the 35 out. Now they go to Walker. Left side, back inside to Collins, who's had a huge start to the game, Lindsay Collins. Defensively and in the attack. They'll come to that left. Now it goes to Walker. Nafahu White, who's been really hard to contain so far. He's still going. They can't get him to the ground. Got the offload. Back to Crichton. Crichton put the fend up on Rudolph. Now to Walker. Looking for a runner. Tip one back underneath to Teddy. Through the middle they go. Teddy looking to try and find a gap through the middle of the field. So they're trying to identify these middle forwards. Now Luelu goes to the right. Walker. Savala. Toya. One-on-one. And brought down in a good tackle by Hero. So now they open up the left-hand side. Savala to Walker. Walker back inside to Collins. Very, very, very simple football at the moment by the Chooks. Now they go to Walker. Walker with a crossfield kick. Here goes Nwanga Wase. Ball batted back.
Knock on Ronaldo. You can't be offside in your own end goal.
Ronaldo knocks on.
Ronaldo. Can't be offside in your own goal.
Ronaldo knocks on. Shot clock's on. Goal line dropout. No score. Sharks Roosters.
It was a great play from Sam Walker. Just goes in that short side. Probably kicked a little bit too big, but one of these Mulatala goes up for the ball, and I think it's Nwanga Wase just tries to flick it back. It's come off the hand of Nwanga Wase there. I find that
he's punched it out. So
what's happened? Yeah, it's a funny decision, that one.
Here goes Nico, and he's going to kick long. He's going to look for the sideline. Billy Smith, it's come off his legs. The Sharks fans don't like it, but I think that was the right call.
It was the right call. Went through the legs.
Went through the legs. Hugo Savala. Well, you don't want to be doing that too often. No score. Here's Spencer Lenu. Running at Burns. And Nico Hines. They're now 28 metres out as they go to the left. It goes to Billy Smith. He makes a strong carry and takes it almost to 12 metres out. Now they open up the right. Walker looking for a runner. Comes to Hugo Savala. Underneath to Radley. Radley got away from one and he's brought down centre of the field 10 metres out. Roosters on the attack. No score at the moment. They go to the left. Luelu. Nafahu White goes charging for the line. They try to wrestle him to the ground. They can't bring him to the ground. Oh, he's 1 metre out and he's made a mistake. Trying to wrestle free. He's made a mistake. Well,
that's unlucky there. It looked like as he was sort of shrugging off, he's hit the elbow of Billy Burns. So it's a tough one. Some referees give penalties away there, and I think he's deserved the right of being able to shrug off and play the ball. Billy Burns comes back through to play the ball.
It's a
referee's interpretation.
Exactly right. So Nafahu White gets the error.
I'll tell you what, Dobbo. The Roosters attack at the moment on the try line. It's two crossfields. Sam Walker's getting the ball 10 metres pre-line, and he's sort of just running a crossfield and dropping players under. They're not holding any of the Sharks' defence up. They're just eating that alive.
Expert comment sector Seba Super making hard work pay off. Aaron Woods, Ben Dobbin, Dave Riccio. So the Sharkies coming up their own line. This is their third. Here's Hero with the ball, and he takes it up towards that 30-metre line. Brayley to Ronaldo Mulatalo. He gets the offload. Ball batted back. Aiden Vanua-Blake goes back to Hines. They're going backwards at the moment. So this is that football they're talking about. The miracle ball that they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, especially down that end of the field. They're 25 metres out. No need for Mulatalo to throw that offload. He had a good play the ball. Just take it.
Now last tackle. Trindle will kick from 30 metres. This has just gone up in the air. This one has not had anything. They've let it bounce. Ball's bouncing around. Played on. Ball loose on the deck. Now it's gone to Daniel Tupou. Sideline for Bob Jane T-Mart. Dave Riccio.
Need to be doing more on the scoreboard as far as the possession count is concerned for the Roosters. 62% of possession they've had so far in this match. Still 0-all. The Roosters need to make the Sharks pay.
Yeah, you're right. The Sharks will be gaining so much confidence out of this. Thank you, David. Crichton will play the ball from 35 metres out. Second tackle. And here they go again. Walker standing deep, just getting the ball, so they're not even on the advantage line every time he gets the ball. That's better. Now he digs into the line. Goes out to Savala. Then to Tedesco. Now to Robert Toya, one-on-one. Toya, he's brought down on the 20-metre line. So they'll open up the left-hand side. They're running to the south, the Chooks. Now it goes across. Nafahu White beat one. Tried to go again. Got his archery. Still going Nafahu White. This Goliath at the moment is just absolutely destroying them through the middle. Last tackle. Now they go to the right. Savala. Tedesco. Nwanga-Nitawase. Back inside. Ball to Tedesco. It's still play on. He gets his archery. Back to Hugo Savala. Rubber kick. They come through. They come through. They come through. Back to the 20.
That is great footy from both teams. How the Roosters kept that alive. The Sharks kept continuing to slide across, make a defensive play. And then Savala comes up with a beautiful grubber, but it just rolls 1 metre too deep, which is shepherded from Kale Hero.
Oh, Woodsy, what a game of football we've got on here at the moment. What a game of rugby league. Finals footy on Triple M.
I'd love to see the Roosters use their back rollers a bit more, play that down line, really hold up the edge defence of Nico Hines and Trindle. Then you give some opportunities for your outside men.
Oh, everybody's tired at the moment as Katoa takes the ball. Now a quick play the ball from Brayley. Brayley got out from dummy half. Todd Smith says no, they were square, the markers. Here goes Sione Katoa once again. This back three doing a lot of work. 19 to play in the first half. Still no score, Roosters and the Sharks. Hines shifting. Now it goes across to Burns. Burns puts a kick on fourth tackle. No one's home. The chase is on. Tedesco. And it'll go down back to the 20 for a restart.
All the contest.
Wow. Wrong play.
Wrong play, but if the kick sits up, but you're right, you play the percentages. There's only play 4, like you said, Dobbo. Yep. Run it. You're on the outside. You had the opportunity. You had your winger, Katoa. Try and find him in some open space.
Expert comments thanks to Siba Super. Now they'll go to Nwanga-Nitawase. So some changes are coming for the Roosters. I'll get to Dave Riccio in a minute. Luelu gone. They brought Connor Watson straight into the game. Here's Crichton and Rudolph and him wrestling. Schoolmates at Scots College now. It goes across. Egan Butcher makes a strong carry as well and gets a penalty off the back of that.
No arms, Adam.
Ooh.
Got a wrap. Adam, shoulder charge.
Shoulder charge for Aiden Fanua-Blake.
I thought it was in contest.
Well, we're just having a look at the Harvey Norman replay. Well, that's a shoulder charge. Woodsy, that's a penalty in this day and age. And if it made contact to the head, it would have been 10.
I don't think it's your natural shoulder charge because the arm was still there wide. It wasn't like it was cocked, where he didn't move and just used the whole shoulder. And even Todd Smith wasn't sure. He goes, I thought it was a contest.
Well, Hugo Savala's put a huge kick in now.
Massive.
The Roosters start from 10 metres out. Here come the Chooks. The ball with Lindsay Collins taking the ball forward to 5 metres out. No score. Sharkies and the Roosters at the moment. Now they'll go to the right-hand side. Nafahu White, one-on-one. It takes 3 players to try and wrestle him to the ground. They cannot get him to the ground at the moment. Repeat set. Watson will go to the left. Savala, Walker on to Crichton. They're just a little clunky in attack at the moment, the Roosters. Quick play the ball. Now they go back, changing direction back to the right-hand side. Butcher put a step on. Egan Butcher, one-on-one, still crawling. Trying to gain momentum. He's 3 metres out. Now they come back to that right-hand side. Quick play the ball. Savala, Tedesco, flat pass to Nwanga-Nitawase. One-on-one. Try! Marky Mark! Mark Nwanga-Nitawase scores the first try of the night. Roosters lead 4-0. Kick the calm on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Oh, we said one on Ronaldo Mulatalo about 10 minutes ago. Let's just say 2-1 Marky Mark. Mark Nwanga-Nitawase come up with a huge play. Teague Wilton trying to put a lot of pressure on Sammy Walker. It stripped them of numbers. They got the ball out of the back. Tedesco does what we call a double pump. What he did was he got the ball out in front, looked the pass, held it back because he realised the centre and winger in Kale Hero and Mulatalo had jammed. But then the second one, when he does throw the pass, he's just got him coming infield just that one step where their hips are facing in and their whole body is facing the wrong way. He gets the Wanganita on the outside, who does a little bit of a goose step, and he just burns them on the outside. We know how good of a finisher he is.
Oh, Ronaldo.
That is beautiful.
He got played, Ronaldo.
That is beautiful from the Wanganita.
Wow. Well, the Roosters score first with 15 minutes 40 left in the first half. Dave Riccio said they had to score. They've had a weight of possession. 64%.
Great. It started with a really good pass and a great option from Sammy Walker. There was no need for Teague Wilton to come flying in. He just basically sums up, well, just soft hands, go straight to Savala, which strips him of numbers straight away. And it's a really good cutout pass from Tedesco to get right in front of the Wanganita and give him that option of getting the outside.
72% on the Pertec kick predictor. This kick's super important, Sam Walker.
Tell you what, Egan Butcher's been outstanding since he's come on the field.
What about this bloke?
Makes it look easy, Dobbo.
So, we're waiting now for Sam Walker. I don't know what they were looking at. I don't know why there was so much.
It was a try.
It was a try from the start.
It was a try from watching it live, Dobbo.
Now here we go. Sam Walker.
Is he in or is he out, Dobbo? You call
72 on the Pertec kick predictor. He's 22 metres out, one in off the touchline. I think he gets this.
He's in. He makes things look easy.
This is his bread and butter. Walker comes in. Oh, no. We put the commentator's curse on him. 4-0. Dave Riccio after these ads.
Thanks to the Mitsubishi Triton. Celebrate the Mitsubishi Motors 45-year anniversary sale this month. Drive away today in a Triton GLS 4x4 double cab pickup from $56,990 for ABN holders. Plus, receive $2,500 cash bonus. Ends September 30. T's and C's apply.
The Roosters just had to make them pay. I said it earlier, fellas, a 64% possession rate to a 36% as far as the Sharks are concerned.
Yeah.
Throw in 2 penalties, 2 set restarts into the Roosters' favour, and they had to find points. They did just that through who else? Marky Mark, Mr. Special.
Yeah, he did well. Already the Sharkies have made so far 45 more tackles.
Well, you look at it. We spoke about pre-game discipline errors. You look at the Roosters completing at 81%. They've had 2 penalties, 2 set restarts. The Sharks completing at 69.
Here he goes again, mate. Here goes Marky Mark again, and he's run straight in. That's another 20-metre run.
Good
That's
carry.
A huge run from Mark Nawangani-Tuase. They've had a heap of possession. Sharkies, they're holding on and they're brave at the moment, but will this pay later on with all the defence they've had to do?
I think they'll be okay. Well, they haven't gone to their bench yet. We've seen 2 interchanges already from the Roosters. They've got Connor Watson on a Butcher. They've still stuck with their big man, Fitzy has.
So now Nafahu White.
Oh, he's
had
been enormous,
start. Look at this for another run. This is a huge run by this big front rower. Already, Nafahu White making inroads everywhere he goes. He's already run 85 metres. Ball goes back. Well, hang on. They're going to challenge this, I have a feeling. So the ball went up. They're going to challenge this. So Tedesco's blowing up because he believes...
Tackle 5. Had first touch off James, then off Cronulla. Roosters are challenging.
So Roosters are challenging that James Tedesco touched the ball first off this kick. Now, if they are to win this challenge...
Roosters kick chasers onside.
So Kennedy's arm, I think, touched that first. I think he's right. I think it touched Kennedy first.
It's like James has gone up for it. Can we get a clear shot? Yeah, it's come off Kennedy for sure.
That has touched Kennedy.
Or has it come off James's shoulder?
Well, just having a look at the Harvey Norman replay here as we speak. On potentially James Tedesco's head as well.
I think this might be one of those inconclusive.
James Tedesco in the head. Just need to see if Will gets a touch on it at any point.
Yes, it definitely touches Will Kennedy's hand.
Yes.
So it touches James Tedesco's head.
But does it come off his head or his shoulder? It's his shoulder it comes off.
I think this is going to go in the Roosters' favour.
So do I.
or they might say
That's the
inconclusive.
multiple angles we're supporting on-field ruling knock on.
Yeah.
Oh, Robbo's not happy. Retain the challenge.
Oh, Roosters retain their challenge.
Yeah, they do.
So they'll retain it. So
Robbo's next to me in the box. He's screaming at the referee.
Okay.
He's not happy.
No, I'm talking now. Okay, that's how seen it. They're supporting it. You keep your challenge. Scrum here.
So the Roosters will keep their challenge. That is a pivotal moment with 13 minutes 50 left in this half. Roosters leading 4-0.
In that same moment when we're watching that challenge, then Sharks just bring 2 front row forwards on. Colhoun's come off, and so is Toby Rudolph.
Sideline for Bob Jane Timar, Dave Riccio.
Oregon Kafusi and Braden Hamlin-Uele into the action. They did well, as Woodsy noted. The starting front row weathered all that storm, and finally some fresh legs out here with Oregon Kafusi and Hamlin-Uele.
And they get a penalty straight up. So Oregon Kafusi milked one out off. They need that. They would have a lot of confidence, the Sharks, with 13 minutes left. They haven't been at their best, and the scoreline is only reading 4-0.
Oh, definitely, Dobbo. And what you want to see from the impact forwards, which is your benches, you want to see a great first impact, and that's what you got from Kafusi. A great charge, which seems Nafahu White flop on him and give him a penalty coming out of their own end.
Here comes Oregon Kafusi again. Expert comments thanks to Seba Super. Roosters 4, Sharks 0 on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. So now, Adam Vanua-Blake with a strong carry again, runs into Nafahu White, who's already starting to clock up on 90 run metres in the first half. Now, comes back into Burns. Burns put a leftward step and brought the ball to 30 metres out. This has been a nice set from the Sharks. As now, here's Braden Hamlin-Uele. He just ran straight into Connor Watson and he bounced off like a slingshot. Brayley, quick pass the ball. Oregon Kafusi forward pass.
Knock on.
Knock on, I was sorry.
It was one of those ones where the ball was just bobbing a little bit and the defender makes contact with the ball, a loose carry. But it looked like it really opened him up there. Brayley, that's the first time we've seen Blake Brayley come out of dummy half, look to drop Vanua-Blake under, which holds up the markers and gives Oregon Kafusi a one-on-one.
It was a bobble, you're right.
Yeah, he'd love to have his time back. If he got a good catch on that ball, geez, that set would have been powerful.
He's made an impact already since he's come on, Aaron Woods. 3 carries already. 4-0 Roosters over the Sharks with 12 minutes left in the first half on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Hope you're enjoying this one wherever you are on the Triple M Network. It is an absolute humdinger.
That's silly.
Dave Riccio talked about stupid plays with the Sharks. It's between the
and they want to challenge it. They want to
carrying on. Now they're going to challenge this.
Ooh. It looked pretty like a rate live.
So let's have a listen to Todd Smith.
On-field rulings are strict. Nico Hines, Cronulla challenging.
That ball came out.
It came out very quick.
So they're all taking some breathers. The Sharkies know the importance of this challenge. So we're having a look at the Harvey Norman replay. Daniel Tupou. Well, hang on.
Oh, it's come off Nico's head.
It's come off
Nico's
Nico's
head. Players are just making a tackle. It's a loose carry.
What do we know?
Wow.
Challenge is successful.
Well, Daniel Tupou doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and doesn't this Sharks crowd? Aren't they getting now right behind their team?
That's a
Master
good
stroke by Nico Hines.
Well, you think about that, a penalty, then the Roosters will be attacking their own end. They've come up with a big captain's decision there, captain's call, and it's given the Sharks who've got the momentum with them at the moment. Wow, this is a big momentum shift in the game, Dobbo.
4-0 now with the Sharkies right on the attack. They go to the left-hand side. Here's Kennedy one-on-one. Kennedy Toya talking to the ground. Silvala there as well. They're 10 metres out. They come back with the right. The ball to Wilt. Now it comes across to Braden Hamlin-Uele. He's brought down 10 metres out. Sharkies on the attack. Right side. Here goes Oregon Kafusi with a strong carry. Collins had to make a beautiful round the ankles tackle. They'll come to the left. Now to Hines. Then it goes to Trindle. Trindle. Oh! Mark put a shot on the Back to the right now. Sharks still. 4 tackles in. Oh, no. Nico's batted back. Now to Kennedy. They're going backwards. That was a knock on. Kennedy. Now they go across. Here goes Sione Katoa. Katoa one-on-one. He's brought down now. Billy Smith. 10 metres out. Here goes Kennedy. Now last tackle. It goes across to Ramian. Ramian. Great defence. Roosters changeover. Oh, I don't know what we're seeing with Todd Byrne tonight, but it's all over the shop.
As a fan, you're quite happy that the Sharks didn't score there because that was a knock-on from Nico Hines. The Roosters have been on the end. Speaking of on the end, we just seen a replay of Nawanga and Hawasti putting a huge shot on Hero. But yeah, well, I can't believe Todd Smith missed that blatant knock-on. Wow.
Sideline for Bob Jane Timar, Dave Riccio.
The crash play from Ramian, I don't think it was on, fellas. Now, as the Roosters get a relieving penalty coming out of their own end.
You've got to clear the ruck. It impacts play and you tend to get an advantage.
Billy Burns, the culprit there. Sorry, Dave. Go on, mate.
Oh, look, it was a fifth tackle play. Ramian decided to run it himself. I don't know if that was the play. I think the play was, in the Sharks' mind, let's spend as much time as we can down here. We've hardly been here all night. And yet he just went for the power play, didn't come off.
It has been the case so far, hasn't it? Patience for the Sharks.
They're just trying to score for every play. They're going for that big one too often. They just need to just worry about, just like Dave Riccio said, spend some time down their end.
Here come the Roosters now on the halfway line. Siwa Wong out on the field now.
He's another superstar waiting in this game.
So they'll go to the right with Savala, then Tedesco, now to Toya, one-on-one. Toya beat one, he beat Kennedy, still going brought down 20 metres out. Oh, he put a step on Kennedy and made him look very, very ordinary. Now they go to the left-hand side, out the back, Savala. He tried to get away from Burns, but Burns read it well. And he's brought down 15 metres out. 4-0 Roosters over the Sharks. They'll come back with the right-hand side. Egan Butcher, now to Walker. Flat pass to Radley. Radley's brought down 8 metres out. This is the last by the Roosters. They're 8 metres out. Now it goes to Watson. Flat pass to Collins. Collins is wrapped up changeover.
Such a poor last play from both sides in the scheme of things. You've got no one who need to ask you. You've had a huge threat with. It was similar last night. You just want to see the Storm go to coach, but they just wouldn't do it. And then Connor Watson comes out and basically what Jackson Ramey did the other end of the field. They hit him short and he comes up with an error.
Expert comments thanks to Seba Super, Aaron Woods, and they get a penalty. Well, both sides giving away penalties in their own red zone. This time it's Angus Crichton.
The Roosters have just dead set repeated what Cronulla Sharks did. Ran on last play, they gave a penalty on play one.
Ridiculous.
But, that comes down to how much balling play we've had. The speed of this game, it's so frantic that the middle forwards are doing everything they possibly can to slow the ruck down.
8 minutes left in the first half. It's 4-0 Roosters over the Sharks.
Your mate Ricky Stewart's getting his way.
He's getting his way. He said that. Here come the Sharkies. Sipa Talakai's out on the field now. We know what he can do. He's like a bit of checker plate still. Halfway line. Here goes Oregon Kafusi. Through the middle of the ruck. Radley looks like he's clutching at something, slow to get to his feet. Here's Sipa again. Gets an offload back to Kafusi, so they're making inroads through the middle here. Roosters have done a lot here. Can the Sharks put some points on before half-time? Now it goes to Hines. He takes the ball to the line. He's brought down now, Nico Hines, 20 metres out. They'll go to that left-hand side. Here's Brayley, then to Trindle. Trindle to Wilton. Wilton runs into Radley and Savala and Toya. So now they're 12 metres out. They'll go to the right on the last. The Brayley, rubber kick, playing. Ball loose on the deck. Teddy cleans up, goal line drop out. Wow, good kick. It was the right play at the end. 4-0 Roosters over the Sharks on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Yeah, great play, Dobbo. As you see, Victor Radley's with the trainer. What I'm doing here is from the Sharks now. I'm just laying the post or the right post, and I'm having a shot with my left edge. Victor Radley can hardly keep his right shoulder up. He's really, he's just wincing at pain. You got to get Teague Wood to run a hard down line on him.
Tedesco goes deep. It's a really big kick, goes 55. Here's Oregon Kafusi back into the line, runs back into a wall. Wong and Collins. Collins playing this whole first half. Here comes Braden Hamlin-Ueli. And they take the ball now to 38 metres out. Now Brayley. This is where he's dangerous. Works across the field. Ships one back into Sipa Talakai. And they're now 18 metres out in the Westpac red zone to Sharks. They've had a good run of possession recently. Hines. Flat pass to Teague Wilton. And he's brought down now 8 metres out. Good opportunity for the Sharkies. It goes to Nico Hines, then Oregon Kafusi. He gets the offload. Brayley, now it goes across. Sipa Talakai. Close to the line. Close to the line. Last tackle. Here they go, the Sharks. Brayley goes left. Goes across to Trindle. He holds on. He beats one. He's still going, Trindle. Trying to get the offload. Back to Ronaldo Mulatalo and the Sharkies score. Trindle looked like he bombed it. 4 off, kick to come on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Oh, yes. Now we just said it was 2-1. Marky Mark, the one who needs to ask you. Boys, 2-2. How good is this? David Ricky spoke about Trindle at the start of the game. He likes to take things himself. He doesn't show and go. Rob Toya coming to jam him. He absolutely bamboozled Mark Nawanga-Nitawasa. He didn't know where the ball was. He gets through. They come up with a great tackle, but then he finds our man Mulatalo on the outside, and he goes through untouched. 2-2, boys, 2-2.
Well, they needed to put some points on before half-time. It was ugly, but it was effective.
I tell you what, Dobbo, the bench forwards for the Cronulla Sharks have been outstanding. Talakai, Hemlin Ueli, and Oregon Kafute. They should have scored. They should have scored on that play before. And you know what I love about that play? They noticed, they recognised Victor Radley. He was out of shape. He couldn't make a tackle. And they went bank post, come back that left edge, bank post, come back that left edge, and they get a result from it.
Well, we haven't seen Blake Stoop yet. Nawanga-Nitawasa, big miss by him. He got bamboozled, no question. Wow, what a game we have here. And this kick.
It's huge.
The Pertec kick predictor, 90%. You would think that for Nico Hines. And you just can't believe that this Shark side.
This has been a great game of footy. This has been a great game of footy. And it's only one half, Dobbo. Wow.
Here comes Nico. 15 in off the touchline, 12 metres out, comes in and converts. Sharks 6, Roosters 4. Triple M rocks the footy.
Monopoly at Macca's is back with a 1 in 3 chance of winning from over 49 million prizes every time you play, including an Isuzu MUX and a 52k rent or mortgage top-up. Play like a winner, only in the My Macca's app. Ends October 14. For full terms, visit mcdonalds.com.au.
Boys, you touched on it as far as the Sharks interchange bench is concerned. It's Oregon Kafute coming on and Sifa Talakai just bringing so much punch through the middle. Remembering too that Tom Hazelton, guys, was a late out in this match, who's been huge for Cronulla in recent weeks due to a knee infection, but it's the bench that's standing up for the Sharks. 6-4 with 3.5 to play.
Unbelievable that the Sharkies have hit the lead in the first half. They've still only got 45% possession.
It's unbelievable, Dog. And it comes back to the discipline. The Roosters had them locked in their own half, and they gave a penalty on play 2 metres out from the try line.
What a game of football we are witnessing at Shark Park. These two sides. So, Trindle goes for a 40-20. Mark Nawanga-Nitawasa goes back. It almost will go back. He takes the ball on his own goal line. Tried to get away from one. The chase was very good from Cronulla. 6-4, Sharks over the Roosters with 3 minutes left in the first half as Robert Toya comes in for some work.
This is a big 3 minutes for the Roosters. They can't come up with an error. They need to keep the Sharks down the other end, because if they go in with another try, wow.
As the Sharkies chant goes up here at Shark Park, Daniel Tupou takes the ball up to the 20. Now Tedesco gets involved. 1-on-1. Went to Toya. He bounced off one. Toya up over the 40. He goes to the halfway line. Oh, dangerous. 3 tackles. Now they go to the left. Savala goes across to Walker. 40 metres out. Now to Tedesco. Tedesco. Dangerous. Tried to get to his feet. Couldn't get the repeat set. Now on the last. The ball goes across to Walker. Walker will go high. They're going to test Kennedy again. They go up. Ball loose on the deck. Picked up now by Ronaldo. Mulatalo.
What about the feet from Rob Toya? They put a shot on him. He hit and spinned, and he stepped about 3 blokes. You talk about a young bloke at the start of the year, an unknown player. Won an Origin series now, and he's playing his first final series. Wow.
Unbelievable. Here goes Sione Katoa. We haven't seen Britt Nakori yet. We've still got him sitting on the bench for the Sharkies as Kennedy comes in for some work. 6-4. Sharks over the Roosters. 1 minute 50 left in the first half as Sifa Talakai goes across to Braden Hamlin-Ueli, who they've done a heap of work the bench. A massive workload, this Sharks bench. So now to Nico Hines, kicking on the last. It's a big kick as well. It goes straight down the throat of Daniel Tupou, and he comes back to the 40. Big run back. He bounces off one. Still going. So now Walker does from dummy half. Walker makes a mistake. The ball now with Katoa. He's 1-on-1. Goes back inside to Burns. Burns still going. He's brought down 2 metres out. What was Sam Walker doing? Sharky's on the attack before half-time. The ball goes to Hines. Nico Hines trying to get away from Mark Kawanganituase. He's brought down. They need to go left. They're 10 metres out. That's where they go. Sipatalakai now to Trindle. Long pass to Ronaldo. Mulatalo. He gets a double. Sharks go out to 10 points to 4 with under a minute to play and a kick to come on the Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Can you talk about momentum shifts in the game? The Roosters are in complete control at 4-0, 60% possession. Sam Walker goes down a sideline, which was a play that was not on. He tried to beat Remian for a one marker. Remian makes a good play. The ball just pops out. Billy Burns gets the flick pass back on the inside, but we caught it shift left. Kawanganituase had to make the big cover on the back other end of the field. And Trindle comes up with the big cutout pass to our man Mulatalo, who's up 3-2 now. How good is this battle?
What a game of football. Far from over, but what about the Sharks in the last 10 minutes?
What did we just say, Dobbo? The Roosters cannot give a try away in the last... It was a huge 3 minutes going into half-time. They just do that exactly. Oh, geez. Trent Robinson will be kicking himself going into half-time.
This kick... 68% on the per-tech kick predictor is so important.
Oh, this is mad. You go out to the 8-point lead, you know that the Roosters have to score 2 tries to get above you. It's a massive kick for Nico Hines. But he has been playing well tonight. His confidence is through the roof.
So, Nico Hines and the Roosters, some of their players, they need to bring some of their middles back. We need to see Lenu. This kick's so important. Here goes Hines. 2 minutes off the touchline. Comes in. Rolls it round. And flags are up. He knows the importance. What a half of football. Sharks 12, Roosters 4 from Shark Park. Half time as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up. The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Halftime for GIO. GIO, insuring New South Wales since 1927.
That is classy. That is another New South Wales drive.
Protect precious with GIO. GIO.com.au.
Step up with new Bailey Aluminium Step Extension Ladder. It's the quickest and most compact conversion style ladder available. Bailey's Step Extension gives you step, leaning and extension with a rear leg section narrow enough to work within studs and manholes. Speaking of holes, cover yours in some free Bailey and tradie undies. Spend over $200 on Bailey ladders and or Bailey fall protection gear and get a free pair of Bailey and tradie undies. T's and C's at baileyladders.com.au.
For 125 years, Aussies have chosen Dairy Farmers milk for a little something special. Oomph! The goodness and vitality of milk from over 50 local dairy farms across New South Wales. Grab some Dairy Farmers milk today and start with oomph.
Footy boots, footy socks, barbecue tongs, portable eskies, game day snacks, face paint, league balls, Prime's got you covered to be game day ready with free same-day delivery on eligible orders over $49. So no matter what you're after for the footy this weekend, Prime will sprint it to your doorstep faster than a winger with the try line open. YOBOT. Sign up to Prime at amazon.com.au/Prime.
Anytime is 7-Eleven time, particularly at 6:50pm when the game is about to begin and you need something to bite on that isn't your fingernails. Get game day snacks delivered anytime at 7-Eleven. Find out if we deliver to you.
It's final season and footy's the talk of the trade site, especially if your team loses. Whether you're working hard or barracking harder, you don't want your gear to be cracking under pressure. That's why at Totally Workwear, we stock the brands you can count on in big moments. Brands like Fuse, FXD, Anthem and NXP Workwear. So this September, pull on the boots and wear your jumper with pride because it's game on at Totally Workwear. Love your work.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your move.
If you're planning to sell your home, your next move could land you $10,000. Complete a free home appraisal with First National Real Estate and you'll be in the draw to win a $10,000 winning move package. $10,000 to prep and style your home, relocate and celebrate your next chapter. Make the winning move with First National.
$10,000.
Book an appraisal online.
Winning.
See thewinningmove.com.au for details. T's and C's and exclusions apply.
Half-time for GIO. GIO, insuring New South Wales since 1927.
That is classy. That is another New South Wales drive.
Protect precious with GIO. GIO.com.au.
Shut up. The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Thanks to the Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Oh, welcome back.
Wow.
Triple M rocking the footy for Remont Water and McDonald's. Aaron Woods, Ben Dobbin, Dave Riccio. 12 points to 4, Cronulla over the Sydney Roosters. It was 4-0 up to the 30-minute mark. And then bang, the Sharks. Possession is a great thing. We said that. They'd held on. And now it's 12 points to 4. 2 tries to Ronaldo Mulitalo. Some mistakes by the Roosters at costly times. You look at this. Sharkies are only completing at 78%. The Roosters at 73%. The offloads, the missed tackles, 18 missed tackles by the Sharks, 9 by the Roosters, but they're leading.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Like, we spoke about the last 3 minutes of the game being up 6-4, like the Roosters, with the amount of possession, like you said, the incomplete control, field position. It was all the Roosters, it was all the Chooks, and they looked good coming up the end of the field, but it was that 20 metres to the try line where they really struggled with getting cohesion with their attack. They had players running the wrong line. They were going a little bit too lateral, which is sidewards.
Yep.
And it wasn't really exposing the Sharks' defence. It wasn't making them come up with an option, and it wasn't stressing the line out. And then you go down the other end. The Sharks looked brilliant with the ball in hand. It was really frustrating the Roosters defence. They didn't know what to come up with.
Sure.
It was just a couple of late options they didn't come up with. But then the discipline, the errors come in. They creeped in for the Chooks. And we spoke about it pre-game. It's happened all year. When it's good for the Roosters, it's really good. But when it's poor, it is poor. And the last minute and a half of that half summed up the Roosters big time. They go down the short side, which was not on, come up with an error, and then the Sharks score 2 plays later.
Okay, you're Trent Robinson.
Yep.
What are you saying at the moment to this team? Because it's far from over. The mountain it's small, but they're going to have to climb. What do they need to do in this first 20 minutes to get this game back into control?
Just do what they did when they started the game. They got their middle forwards to get over the advantage line. They played nice and direct. Getting up the field wasn't hard for them. And they frustrated the Sharks. Like defensively,
Yep.
Lindsay Collins, Lenu, Nafahu White, they were enormous. They just gang tackled the Sharkies and come up with some good errors. But it's the patience when they've got the ball in their hand. You don't have to score for every play. You've got one of the, as we call it, cheat code like Xavier Coates, Nwanga Tawasi on the edge. They used him once, but they didn't go there again. You just go down that short side, you're going to come up with some results. He's so good in the air, and you just need to build your game on it. Like I said, the game's still got another 40 minutes left. You don't need to win it in the next 10. You've got another 30 minutes after that. Just build your game.
Yeah, you're right. 12 points to 4. Cronulla over the Roosters. Nafahu White's first half.
Phenomenal.
Unbelievable.
You speak about the two alphas. You look at Nafahu White and Adam Fanua-Blake. They both led their packs. They were absolutely outstanding. I think at times they couldn't even get Nafahu White to the ground. They had 3 or 4 defenders in there. He was doing carries coming off his own end. He had some great late offloads. I think they need to inject Tedesco a bit more around him. He's like very much similar to Oregon Kafusi. They can stand in tackles. They've got really good late feet. But Tedesco hasn't seen any good ball at the moment.
No.
He's really had to inject himself. He's played that first receiver role, but there's no opportunities for him so far.
It's an elimination final, hasn't it? It has everything that we thought it would. You said it before the game that you believe that the Sharkies are going to win and by a bit. Are you still that confident?
I don't like the Roosters when they're under the pump, Dobbo. And I like the middle forwards of what the Sharks look like. Like, their bench has been outstanding. And Craig Fitzgibbons has spent a lot of time at the Roosters. He knows a lot of their, the good things of the games and their bad traits.
Yep.
And for me, seeing the side, like, they haven't even brought Britton Okora in yet.
No.
Wait till he gets on that right edge. He's going to have the way he hits the holes, it really sucks the defence in. But I just love the bench. Their leg speed, it opens the game up for Blake Brayley. In that last 15 minutes, it was a Blake Brayley show. He was just picking the right options, coming out, looking to drop players under, using his lead, going out the back, and then left edge of the attack for the Sharks, right edge defensively for the Roosters. They are not on the same page. You've got Rob Toyer coming up and in. You've got Nwanganitawasi staying out. Sometimes they're jamming on the same. They just don't know what they're doing. And then you've got Radley, who's busted. They need to be on that same page. Something is not right with Radley.
Yeah, we will try and get some idea. We're having a look at both change rooms at the moment, and the vision is very calm in both change rooms. We're going to take a break. What a half of football we have ahead of us. Cronulla 12, the Roosters 4 as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
In footy finals, legacies are built on the field. Big hits, superstar moments, iconic plays. Like the try in the last second to send the Golden Point in 2015. Or that flick pass setting up a length of the field try in 2005. Legacies can also be built off the field. From the footy field to the fridge, Jack Daniels and Cola, ready when you are. Please drink responsibly. Jack Daniels is a registered trademark in 2025. Jack Daniels.
Halftime for GIO. GIO, insuring New South Wales since 1927.
That is classy. That is another New South Wales try.
Protect precious with GIO. GIO.com.au.
The Aussie Outback is no place for amateurs or idiots. And I should know, I'm Russell Corbett. Here's some more city slickers and a flashy new Triton, thinking they could just drive into the Never Never willy-nilly. That's a no-no.
I've already been back.
Oh, right, you've already been. And now you're heading back, yeah, makes sense.
Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
I'll follow you then. No? Okay.
Righto, lads, I'll be back in a bit. Just got to do my tax.
But it's your round, mate.
Don't worry, I'll only be a sec.
With H&R Block, you can do your tax return online with an expert, anywhere, anytime, with a maximum refund guarantee.
Here you are, lads. I bought this with the $653 extra that H&R Block got me.
This tax time, maximise your refund online with an expert at hrblock.com.au. Maximum refund guarantee.
Anytime is 7-Eleven time, particularly at 6:50pm when the game is about to begin and you need something to bite on that isn't your fingernails. Get game day snacks delivered anytime at 7-Eleven. Find out if we deliver to you.
For 20 years, Castrol Edge engine oils have been trusted by manufacturers, mechanics and drivers to unlock the very edge of performance. Castrol Edge is extensively tested against some of the most demanding performance standards in the world. It's why Castrol Edge is chosen exclusively by leading car manufacturers and is relied upon by the best in world motorsport, including Tickford Racing, to deliver race-winning performance. Choose Castrol Edge and unlock the very edge of performance for yourself.
For 125 years, Aussies have chosen Dairy Farmers milk for a little something special. Oomph! The goodness and vitality of milk from over 50 local dairy farms across New South Wales. Grab some Dairy Farmers milk today and start with oomph.
Hi, I'm Tom from 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We're a full-service junk removal company.
We come when it's convenient for you.
Not when it's convenient for us.
Send us a signal.
And we'll be there quickly in clean, shiny trucks.
And snappy, happy uniforms.
And we can almost always come the same day you book.
Point at anything you want gone from your life.
Gone.
So when you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.au.
Halftime for GIO. GIO, insuring New South Wales since 1927.
That is classy. That is another New South Wales try.
Protect precious with GIO. GIO.com.au.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
First half highlights for Mitre 10 Trade. Huge tradie brekkie, September 19 at Mitre 10 and Home Hardware. Check the website to find a brekkie near you.
Quick play the ball. Now they go back, changing direction back to the right-hand side. Butcher put a step on. Egan Butcher, one-on-one, still crawling. Trying to gain momentum. He's 3 metres out. Now they come back to that right-hand side. Quick play the ball. Savala, Tedesco, flat pass to Nwanganitawasi. One-on-one. Oh! Marky Mark! Mark Nwanganitawasi scores the first try of the night. Here they go, the Sharks. Brayley goes left, goes across to Trindle. He holds on. He beats one. He's still going Trindle. Trying to get the offload. Back to Ronaldo Mulatalo and the Sharkies score. the ball goes to Hines. Nico Hines trying to get away from Mark Kawanganituase. He's brought down. They need to go left. They're 10 metres out. That's where they go. Sipatalakai now to Trindle. Long pass to Ronaldo. Mulatalo. He gets a double. What a half of football. Sharks 12, Roosters 4.
Grab Triple M NRL daily all week on Listener.
And drive home with Triple M's Rush Hour. Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Oh, welcome back. There were our halftime highlights, all thanks to Mitre 10 Trade. It is 12 points to 4 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard as the Roosters make their way back out. We will get to Dave Riccio very shortly on what was the message from Trent Robinson, because we just know that this game has so many more twists and turns. Aaron Woods, Dave Riccio, Ben Dobbin with you for a half of football that is going to see one side finish their 2025 season. A lot riding on this half of football, Aaron Woods.
Oh, there's so much more left in this game, and you see a 12-4 scoreline. That means nothing at the moment. I reckon Robbo would be saying, or Coach Trent Robinson would be saying, this scoreline's near law. Let's go back out to new half. Let's start again. But wow, mate, I'll talk about a great half of footy. That was end-to-end stuff, though. The amount of ball in play in that first 25 minutes, you've seen Spencer Leniu, you've seen the middle forwards, hands on hips, like it was just end-to-end stuff, and the speed it was played at, though. But these athletes, they're absolutely phenomenal at the moment.
They certainly are. Here come the Sharkies. 40 minutes of football for them to continue on in 2025. And wherever the Sharks go, whoever wins this game, they'll be either taking on the loser of that Canberra v Broncos game that will happen tomorrow night. So they'll either be going to the nation's capital or Brisbane.
That's too tough. Well, you know what? Every game at the moment is tough.
Yeah.
You make the top 8 for a reason because you're the best top 8 sides in the NRL. And like you said, the amount of... Because it's sudden death, there's just no second chance, Dobbo. Like, it's just everything is on the line now. You look at the sides tomorrow, they know they've got a second chance the week after, but these two sides going at tonight, neck and neck. Wow, this is just two supreme athletic sides.
Roosters will be kicking off. They'll be running towards the north. And we are back underway. Second half of football. 12-4. Sharkies over the Roosters. As Triple M rocks the football for Remont Water and McDonald's. Hot water needs replacing. Go to the steady, hot and strong. Ask your plumber to install a ream. So the Sharkies with their first chances. Braden Hamlin-Nueli. He had such an impact when he came off the bench. Already running 50 metres. Sipatalakai now with a strong burrowing run through the middle. Makes the ball up to the 40. Oh, Brayley starting to do some work, trying to get the offload. That's a nice, cheeky 12 metres. Halfway line, last tackle. They come across now to Trindle, kicking on the halfway line. He went down the left. They're going to test out Mark Kawanganituase. He took it well. The chase wasn't really there. And the Roosters will start their set. Sideline for Bob Jane T-Mart. Dave Riccio, what was the message out of the sheds, my friend?
Just as far as both coaches are concerned and clubs, no injuries to report at this stage. I will say this. I'm going to keep an eye on Billy Smith, guys. He left the half-time break earlier than the rest of his team. He went straight up the tunnel. I understand it's just a little bit of a hip issue, but he's back out there. I'm going to keep an eye on Billy Smith. As far as Sharks coach Craig Fitzgibbon is concerned, it was the obvious. It was all about field position and possession. Let's clean up our completion and spend time down there as the Roosters play wide here early, Dobbo.
Oh, yeah, flick pass by Daniel Tupou back inside to Billy Smith. That's risky football on a fourth tackle, but it paid off. They're 40 metres out. They go to Sam Walker, kicking on the last. They're going to test Kennedy. The chase from Tedesco one-on-one with Kennedy, but he took it beautifully.
Oh, that's something that you'd love as Craig Fitzgibbons.
Oh wow, that's a loose pass.
Oh, it's a shocking pass, but to see Will Kennedy attack that ball under the pressure of James Tedesco, we've seen him come up with a bit of a fumble in the first half, but that's great signs from the fullback.
Here comes Sione Katoa, expert comments thanks to Zeba Super. 12-4 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
It's like that pass has sort of lost their way a bit, the Sharks, with their attack. It was a poor start to the set. As Billy Smith comes up with a great...
He was square as well. The crowd didn't like it, but it was a beautiful play. Last tackle. This has been a great set. They've only made 8 metres in this one. They're letting the ball bounce, run onto it, and that's what Mark Kawanganituase does. He goes one-on-one, tried to get on the outside of Hero, and he starts this set from 40 metres out. A great defensive set by the Roosters as now Toya comes towards the middle of the field, making 4 metres. They get 6 again. So now the momentum shifting. Sam Walker, I just don't like the way he's playing at the moment, Woodsy.
He's really, not that I wouldn't say he's ruining the flow, but he's stunting the flow of their attack. When he hasn't got an option on the outside, he just looks back on the inside for a runner, and it just stunts the whole attack, and they lose all the momentum of their shape.
22 metres out now, the Roosters on the attack. They dump one back underneath to Egan Butcher, and he makes around that 4 metres. So he's 15 metres out. They're in the Westpac red zone as they go to the right. Watson to Walker. Walker to Savala. Now to Tedesco. Nawanga-Nitawase one-on-one. He's straight in the attack and he's brought down 4 metres out. Eastern side of the field. Back to Savala. He digs into the line. Now to Walker. Then to Tedesco. Crichton one-on-one. Smith. Smith goes into touch. Tupou. You got to look where you pass, Woodsy. Mistake from the Chooks. 12-4 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Sharks in front.
That is what you call scoreboard pressure in a semi-final do or die. It's just a simple catch and pass. They've had Remy and the Katoa beat, and it looked like he wasn't sure, do I pass it, do I not pass it? Do you blame the sticky spray? Because that was one of the worst passes we've seen all year.
Well, he knew he'd made a mistake as well, Billy Smith.
And they've had the Sharks on the ropes. They look so good that set attackingly. And it's just a poor finish to this tacky set they had.
Sharkies coming off their own line from a mistake from the Chooks. Here's Oregon Kafusi, who has been massive with them. Already run 80 metres. Sipa Talakai now starting to get the legs pumping. They put him on his back. They needed to do that. Siwa Wong was very good in making sure that he didn't go. So they shift early. Hero, great tackle. Billy Smith one-on-one as well. 4 tackles into this set, they're up to the 30. Here's Kennedy. Now goes back to Crichton. Angus Crichton doing a heap of work in defence early. And now they'll get on their last. They'll kick from their 40. Not the best kick by Nico Hines. Taken by Tedesco. Tedesco comes back. Tedesco almost brought him back to the halfway line. So the Roosters in good field position again. Begin their set. They shift early. Mark Nawanga-Nitawase. Look at him go. Trying to get his arms free. Oh, he's dangerous when he gets going. Quick play the ball. Now they're 35 metres out. Here comes Collins. Rolling board. Roosters have got the run of possession at the moment and the momentum. They're now 25 metres out. They trail 12-4. Walker out the back again to Radley underneath. It was read well in the end by Sipa Talakai. Quick play the ball. Walker looking to try and change the momentum of this game. Went to Toya. That's 5 tackles again. Last tackle. They go for the crossfield kick. Here goes Tupou. Goes up for it. Taken beautifully by Sione Katoa. The kick was spot on. The catch was even better. 12-4 Sharkies over the Roosters on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
Oh, the attack for the Root, like they're winning the field position defensively, outstanding since half-time. But it's what they're doing with the ball in hand. They look slow. They're just walking across field. And when Sam Walker comes, like when he runs out of options, he just drops someone under, which doesn't hold up any of the defence. They need to get on the same page.
Expert comments thanks to Siba Super. This game is at a frenetic pace. Here's Ronaldo Mulatalo. 2 tries in the first half. In 7 minutes at the back end of that half. Hines kicking. On the last, it's been 3 good defensive sets by the Roosters, but their attack at the moment, that's what the worrying sign is. Tedesco tried to straighten up the attack. They'll start their set now from 45 out as they go to the right. Here's Siwa Wong working in. Tried to beat 1. He beat 2, beat 3 and made a good run. He takes the ball to 25 metres out. Watson, short passes. Tedesco, he's just lurking round the middle. That's where his best football's played. Now he's 15 metres out with a big opportunity. Here come the Chooks. They go to the left. Savala, he digged into the line. Took the ball to the line himself. He's got no one with him, Woodsy, at the moment. Now they go left again. Here goes Walker. Grab a kick. Crichton scores. Well, just when you doubt Sam Walker, he just has the ball on a string. 12-10, 12-8, kick to come on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
I know Sammy Walker comes up with the soft kick. It's the play before, Dobbo. It's the first time a ball player's gone to the line, done a show and go. Hugo Savala comes up with a really quick play the ball. Almost had an opportunity to break the line. But it's the quick play the ball that the Sharks defence cannot get off the line. And then it brings Sam Walker into the game with the soft left foot. Great touch for Angus Crichton to stroll straight through.
He was patient as well, Crichton. Kennedy was very lucky.
Yeah, if he
didn't score that, that's a penalty try.
Penalty try, but he tackled him before he even put the ball down, but it was great patience from Crichton not to rush it, just wait for the ball to bounce up. And the Roosters, mate, they deserve this. They're defensively in this second half, the Sharks can't even get their own 20-metre zone.
They've been dug in, and it's been a great start by the Roosters. Oh, Woodsy, this is everything we expected. Everything we expected. And this kick now from Sam Walker is uber important.
Yeah, huge.
Angus Crichton, his first try tonight. And that kick from Sam Walker, he cost them a try before half-time, but he just made up for it then.
Oh, he did. And that's probably the only way they were going to score a try at the moment was from a Sammy Walker kick. We know how unorthodox he is. But I'd just love to see him do it, Hugo Sutherland. Just play nice and straight. And then you just seen him strip the defence of the Sharks. They look so vulnerable.
80% on the per-tech kick predictor. Sam Walker, he's had a 93% kicking all year. Comes in, and he does that one easy. Well done. 12 points to 10. Sharkies over the Roosters as Triple M rocks the footy.
At Choice Hotels, you get the best value so you can check into more. And right now, receive 15% off your next break when you book a stay of 3 nights or more. Book by September 12, subject to availability. T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for full details.
The Roosters have started the second half exactly like the first, dominating field position and possession. It was exactly what Craig Fitzgibbon spoke to the Sharks about. We have to shift where we're playing our footy, and they haven't been able. They've been stuck in quicksand, effectively, for the opening stint of this second half, unable to withstand this defensive wall from the Roosters, just driving them backwards. The Roosters get first point second half, 12-10.
What a half of football we've seen so far. Dave Riccio, this is everything we thought it was going to be this semi-final. 12 points to 10 at Shark Park. It's on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. It's the Sharkies leading. We've got 30 minutes left in this one, and I can't even begin to know where this is going to land. Aaron Woods, Ben Dobbin and Dave Riccio with you on a Saturday night. We play the ball, Crichton, who bounced off one, bounced off two. Still going Crichton. He now goes to Tedesco and he drops it cold. Tedesco had to open up. Well, is that that's a big moment. What about the work from Crichton to open them up? Aaron Woods.
Oh, that's what you love to see, Angus Crichton. That's the form last year. To see the best second rower in the world. He just bumps off a Sharks defender, slices through the line, and Tedesco, wow, the best player in the competition. Just couldn't hold that ball. Jesus, Sharks dodge a bullet there.
He was going to burn him. Oh, he could see what was coming.
He was gone.
He could see what he's coming. Is that a Macca's I'm loving it moment if you're a Sharks fan? So now they go. And so much with Ramian, who's been very quiet by his own standards tonight. Katoa comes in for some work, and they're 40 metres out. They've had no possession in the opposition half till now in this half of football. Simpatalakai goes across to Oregon Kafusi, who is back slammed. 12-10, Sharks over the Roosters, 29 to play. They go to the left. Here goes, Wilton, who is levelled by Collins. Collins has had huge minutes. So now they go to Trindle. Underneath the Braden Haminueli. He tried to get his arms free and the legs pumping, and he's brought down on that Westpac red zone. 20 metres out, so they'll go to the left. Trindle holds up, flat pass back to Wilton. He got an offload to Brayley, and he made a mistake, and Watson picks up, and he goes defence into attack. Watson beat one, he beat two, up to the 40, great one, Connor Watson, and they'll begin their set on their own 40-metre line. They shift early. Walker, now to Crichton. Crichton holds on. He ran into one, he ran into two. He's still going, Angus Crichton, and they're into the opposition 40 on one, tackle one. Well, they're making inroads at the moment. Here's Billy Smith straightening up the attack. And he's brought down. Quick play the ball. Now to the right. Walker starts to run. Goes across now. Siwa Wong in the middle of the field. Walker doesn't seem right by his own standards. Just a little hesitant, looking for a runner. And now they come back to the left-hand side. Here's Egan Butcher. One-on-one. They're 8 metres out. Tackle 4. Big opportunity for the Roosters now again. Watson, he'll go to the left. It goes to Walker. Changes direction. Grubber kick. Played out. Wrong option. It was the wrong option so early. and he's not happy about it, Sam Walker. So the Sharkies, they dodge a real opportunity there from the Roosters. And they're bringing some troops back in. Dave Riccio for Bob Jane Teamart. The cavalry's coming for the Sharks.
Yeah, look, starting to warm up is Toby Rudolph. I can see Blake Steep guys about to get into the action as well from the Sydney Roosters. They have to find a way, Cronulla, to get out of their own end. This is an absolute destruction so far from the Roosters. They're all over the Sharks, dominating field position and possession as Trindle finds his kick downfield.
So Britton Nakora on, Adam Fanua-Blake as well. Kafusi and Sipatalakai are off.
Shot.
So the Sharkies are making big changes. What are the Roosters going to do? When are they going to come back? Because this is end-to-end at the moment.
I love the change of bringing Britton Nakora into this game. It's sort of lacked a bit of flow at the moment. He's got that intensity on the edge where he can really inject and run a really good hole, and it can really frustrate defensive sides. And that's what Coach Fitzgibbon's gone to his bed. That's what he needs.
Here comes Savala with the ball, taking it up over the halfway line. Sharks 12, Roosters 10. They go to that right-hand side. Now to Tedesco. Then to Nwanganitawase. He spins out of the first one. Break down to the second. He had 3 blokes, and finally they bring him to the ground. He's so hard to tackle. Last tackle from 30 metres out. The kick is high from Walker. The chase is equal. Tedesco goes up for it. Kennedy took it beautifully. He's been safe under the high ball, bar one blemish early. As now Hero tries to get off his line and is struggling. This is where their defence is huge.
This defence for the Roosters, for the Sharks yardage, they cannot get out of their own end. It's play free on the 10-metre line. They have been outstanding since half-time.
Well, here goes Ronaldo. He put a big run and made 10 metres and took it up to the 20. Plays the ball on the 4. Brayley now Burns. He makes another 10. That's better as the Sharks come off their own line. Now they go to Hines, kicking on the last. He goes for a long kick, but Tupou took it on his 30. He'll bring it back almost to the halfway line, and they'll begin their set right on the halfway line. Well, 25 to play. This game, Sharks 12, Roosters 10 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Watson now as he goes across to Angus Crichton. Crichton is wrestled to the ground by Adam Fanua-Blake. So now Walker found Egan Butcher. That looked forward, and there's been a mistake. Oh, well, that is not what they wanted. Butcher makes an error. Now Kennedy turns defence into attack. Woodsy, it's end over end at the moment.
It is end over end, but there's some really poor options from Sammy Walker. He's really let the Sharks off the hook. That was a forward pass, but they come up with an error. Kicks on play 4, a frustrated kick. Sammy, just build your game. You don't have to score for every play. You're only behind by 2 points.
Errors are going to become an important part of this one. Here comes Fanua-Blake with a strong carry and takes the ball up to the 40. That's tackle 3. They can't bring him to the ground. Watson's been huge for him. Now Brayley will go to the right. Burns to Hines. Hines underneath the Nakora. And he's brought down in a good tackle by Blake Steep, who's out on the field. Quick play the ball by Brayley. He beat 1, he beat 2, and brought down 25 metres out. Last tackle, short of the Westpac red zone. Now they go across. Trindle kicking on the last. This is a kick to Nwanganitawase. He goes up and took it beautifully. He took it beautifully. What a take by Mark Nwanganitawase, Aaron Woods.
Oh, it was a great take. It was up against Mulatalo. And they both went up really high. Positioned himself really well and got over the top. Look how high he leaps. He's unbelievable, Nwanganitawase.
What a battle that is between the two wingers. Both of them alphas. What a battle we're watching and witnessing here tonight at Shark Park. Here goes Siwa Wong. That tackle looked a little high by Burns, but it's that play on. Nafahu White's back out for his second stint. He's already had 90 metres. Now, Hugo Savala. He puts a high kick up. Taken nicely by Kennedy. So now, what can the Roosters do about this attacking Cronulla side? 23 minutes left. It's the Sharks 12, the Roosters 10. Oh, gee whiz. Billy Smith on Sione Katoa, and he's hurt. What a shot. Now Ramian with the ball, 1 out. Smith is doing a heap of work defensively. So now Brayley from dummy half goes to Hines. Hines goes out the back Kennedy. Now Katoa. Now Sione Katoa ran into Watson, and he's brought down on the 30-metre line. That was a nice little short side play. 4 tackles gone. Hines is getting more involved. Fanua Blake, he runs one out, beat 2. Walker had to make a beautiful bootlace tackle. Last tackle. They're 20 metres out the Sharks. They're playing on. Now it goes to Trindle. Then it goes to Ero. Ero goes across to Renato Mulatalo. And Mark pumps him into the touchline. Wow. Oh, this battle on the wing, Woodsy. 12-10. Sharks over the Roosters on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
Oh, it's outstanding. I've got to go on a points decision so far from the Wanganeen Tawasi. He's doing a great job. Ero sort of ran Mulatalo out of room, but Wanganeen Tawasi stood his ground. That's probably the first time this set the Roosters have shown a little bit of vulnerability. They've gone down a couple of short sides, come up with some results here, but it's Sharks' time now. They really need to knuckle down with their defence.
Sideline, Bob Jane Timar, Dave Riccio.
The Sharks have done well to get back into this arm wrestle, fellas, as the Roosters are now under the onslaught of a blue, black and white wall, 10 metres off their own line. This game has everything. It's so defensively focused, high intensity. Yeah. Incredible semi-final.
It's a great elimination semi-final. It's what we were hoping for. Just an absolute humdinger tonight as Triple M rocks the footy. For Ream Hot Water and Macca's, Ben Dobbin, Aaron Woods, along with Dave Riccio as Savala gets them out of trouble, kicking on the 4. The ball let bounce by Kennedy. He'll begin his set from 25 on his own line. He goes across to Mulatalo, who has an error in him at times, and he takes the tackle. Brought down on the 40. Now they go across. Hero. This defence from the Roosters so far has been massive. We've got 21 minutes left in this one. Here's Sione Katoa. He bounces away from 1, bounces away from 2, still going up towards the halfway line, and he's brought down. 3 tackles gone. Now they go to the left. Then it comes across in the middle. Toby Rudolph back out with a good bullocking run. Ran into the outwards into Fahu White, and also Siwa Wong and Victor Radley. Burns out the back to Trindle. Trindle goes across now to Hero. The Wanganeen Tawase pushed in off his wing and made the tackle. Last tackle from 32 out. Trindle goes back into the pocket, knowing the Wanganeen Tawase isn't there. They go in. Oh, Tedesco. He took it beautifully. He's all class tonight.
That is elite, Gobbo. The amount of pressure. 3 blokes running through to make a chase and that kick. And Tedesco comes up with it against him under all sorts of pressure. What a play.
And here comes Leniu. Here comes Leniu back into the game. So Blake Steve put a bit of footwork on, got the offload. Now it goes across. Now it goes across to, that should have been a penalty. Leniu wants the ball. He wants a carry. Here he goes. Straight back into it. Spencer Leniu. A good carry and takes the ball to the halfway line. Now on the last. Here's Walker. Kicking on the last. Put a step on. It gave the team time. They come through. Kennedy took it well again. Oh, this is end over end, Woodsy, 12-10. Sharkies over the Roosters with 19 left on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
It looks like there's going to be opportunities. They look like they're beating defenders, but somehow they just pick them up, ankle tackles. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Leniu on Ronaldo.
That's what you want to see from your front rower straight away. Makes a statement on Mulatalo.
Teague Wilton now with the ball. This has gone to another level this second half. So now the ball comes out the back. It goes across. Well, almost an obstruction by Nico. He lost his way. Last tackle. They're short of the halfway. Trindle needs a big kick. He puts it on there. It's torpedo time. It's torpedo time. No Wanganeen Tawase safe as a house. He hugs the touchline. He hugs the touchline, which is dangerous. He goes to his knees and he begins to send.
Just watching him carry that ball and watching the defenders. The fatigue is kicking him. Mulatalo just walked out of there, hands on hips. The Wanganeen Tawase as well. This game is end-to-end. The fatigue factor is going to kick him soon, Dobbo.
Who's got the bigger motor?
Oh, there it is.
It's made a double knock on. Well, the pass from Walker, I don't know if it was that good, Woodsy. Daniel Tupou knocks on with 18 minutes left. Sharkies will get scrum loose head and feed 30 metres out. Have a look at the Harvey Norman replay.
Oh, it's not a pass you want to receive from your halfback when you're under pressure coming out of your own end. But we just spoke about it, the fatigue factor. When's it going to come into the effects of this game? Bang, straight as we caught it. This has been end to end. The ball in play has been crazy in this game, Gobbo.
They're going to have to defend here. 30 metres out. Here come the Sharkies. A try at this moment would make the task very difficult for the Chooks. They trail by 2 at the moment, 12-10 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard as Rudolph takes a big carry. They get 6 again. So now Brayley will go to the left. That pass looked flat to Fanua Blake. And now they're into the Westpac red zone. They're 18 metres out and they go left again. Trindle looking for a runner. Came underneath and found Hero. Steve made a nice tackle. Now they go to the right. Hines digs into the line. Hines took the ball to the line and brought down on that 10-metre line. Now they'll come back to the left. It goes to Burns. He put a bit of footwork on. That's 5 tackles. This is an important kick for Nico. Where is he situated? They'll go to Trindle instead. They play on. Kennedy, changeover. Great tackle, Robert Toya. It had to be made. It's a changeover. The Roosters will have to come off their line. They lead Sharkies at the moment over the Roosters. 12-10 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
It was a huge tackle from Toya. I don't mind the play. Kill it 1 metre out. It's the worst place as a winger to come out. As you've seen, Nwanga has to surrender. It's played 2. They're 2 metres out.
So they come off their own line now. Toya. He's knocked it on. He's knocked it on. Robert Toya has knocked it on.
Wow.
He was grass cut by a great tackle. And this Sharkies fans, I think it was Britt Nakora.
It was a big effort from WA. It was Kale Hero. He went hard to the legs. This is what you call playing the long game. Kill the ball in last play, and then they're going to come out of that corner. This is what the Roosters should have done at the other end. The Sharks, they're playing the long game, and they've got the error back-to-back from the Chooks.
Oh, the Sharkies have gone to another level again, and so have the crowd. Wow.
The boys are pumped up. Have a look at them. That's huge. That's a tough play from Marco. When you know a bloke's coming, you got to charge at their legs. That's team-first mentality.
Sharkies 10 metres out. 16 minutes left.
So this is a 4-2 split. I reckon they'll come left, so it's 2 on 2.
They're going that way. He should have been a coach. 1-on-1 Ronaldo. Goes across. Sharks go to the line.
Oh, it's a forward
pass. Forward pass.
It was a try too.
Ronaldo Mulatalo has passed it forward. He knows it as well. Wow. Aaron Woods. It was forward.
Oh,
he knocked it on as well.
Anyway. But you can see it coming, a 4-2 split with Mulatalo playing at centre. You've got to recognise that. I don't even think that was forward. I just think it was a knock on.
It was forward. It was forward.
It's still great. It's a great defensive effort from Rob Toya. He was beaten all ends and just got to the leg and put pressure on Ronaldo Mulatalo for the pass.
15 minutes left. Sharks 12, Roosters 10.
Roosters need to get to their set. They've had 2 back-to-back errors already. They need to get the ball down the other end.
Here comes Crichton. They're out on their feet as well. They need some of these boppers to make a carry. And here's one of them, Nafahu White. He comes in. Oh, strong run, made 10 metres. This Goliath, only young in the game as well. Here comes Tedesco. Beating 1, beating 2. Can he get their team back? Watson from dummy half goes to Walker. Walker puts a step on. Walker broke him open. He tried to get his arms through. No one was with him. That was better from Sam Walker, holding onto the ball to the 40. Now, Savala. He kicks on the last. It's not the best kick. They're going to let it bounce. It does bounce. It's picked up by Mark Nwanga-Nitawase. He goes across the field. Chip and chase. It was a wrong kick. Nico Hines. Well, that's dangerous play. He picks the ball up on the 30-metre line. Now they go across. Ramian. Brayley's been smashed off the ball. Crowd don't like it. Ramian took the ball to the halfway line. He gets back to his feet. So now, Sione Katoa trying to get through this. The Sharks have the momentum at the moment. Here goes Kennedy, 1 out from dummy half. That's tackle 4. They're 35 metres out. They lead 12-10. Now it goes to Fanua Blake on the left for Trindle. Trindle had numbers, but he took it himself. Last tackle now for the Sharks. They'll stay left. It goes to Nico Hines. They're going to target Mark Nwanganitawase. He took it well. He took it brilliantly. And the Roosters survive another attacking raid. Sideline for Bob J. Timar, Dave Riccio. It doesn't get any better than this.
This is one of the most absorbing battles of the season. I cannot believe I pay homage to the absolute courage of both football teams. How much ball in play have we seen? Has it even gone out in this second half, aside from the conversion from Sam Walker? It is extraordinary, the determination, the fitness levels. What a game.
Here comes Tedesco with the ball. What a game of football, you're right. There's going to be a winner, there's going to be a loser, but geez, they put on a performance. Savala, he'll kick on the last. They didn't get out of their own 20. The kick. Brooke Kennedy brings it back to the 30 already. Now he brings it back to the 40. Great run from Will Kennedy. Almost back to the halfway line. They begin their set. Trindle to Mulatalo. He runs one out and makes another 12 metres. Sharkies, they're making inroads. Chooks are in all sorts at the moment. 12 minutes left. 12-10. Now they go back. It comes back to the middle. This is gripping Aaron Woods. It goes to Teague Wilton. Now they play the ball. It comes to Colquhoun. Now to Fanua Blake. Fanua Blake rolls forward. That's the last. They're in the Westpac red zone.
What are you doing?
No. Why would Billy Smith...
That is one of the stupidest plays I've seen all year.
Why would he do that on tackle 5, almost directly in front? They're going to have to take the 2.
Come on, go for goal.
Ooh, I don't know.
Wow. You felt the Roosters were going to have to score, right?
Yeah. It takes the 2-point conversion out of the game here.
Very rarely does Trent Robinson show animation. He is furious at the moment.
That is one of the silliest plays. Like, he's caught held, and you could even still see that Angus Crichton was looking at Billy Smith going, what are you doing? That is pressure in a semi-final football when you know if you lose, you are out.
Yep.
There was no need for Billy. Billy Smith is a great player. He's a very smart player, one of the best defensive centres in the game. Comes up with great reads. But that, in the scheme of things in this contest at the moment, was just silly.
Tackle 5 as well. 80% on the Pertec kick predicted. Nico Hines. This kick to give them a 4-point lead. Sharks over the Roosters. Here come Hines. Kicks it. Flags are up. 14 points to 10. Sharkies over the Roosters as Triple M rocks the footy.
Hot water needs replacing? Go for one that's steady, hot and strong. You know who we're talking about. Built tough for Aussie conditions and manufacturing right here in Australia for over 80 years. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a ream.
With 10.5 minutes remaining in this epic second half. The decision to take the 2, fellas. Do you like it? It takes the 2-point field goal out of play. And we know the Roosters have got that play in them to go from 12-10 to 14-10 now, Cronulla. It's just going to be fascinating to see in this next 10 minutes what's in store. What an epic match.
I don't like it, Dave. You've got Nakora on there, the best hole runner in the game. You're 20 metres out. The fatigue factor in this game. You would have split the Roosters.
Well, it's going to come down to this final 10 minutes. Sharks 14, Roosters 10. And what a game of football it's been. Roosters led early. Sharks bounce back. They've only scored 2 points in this second half. That's all they've done, the Sharks, but they've been gallant and brave. And at the moment, with 9 minutes 30 left, they lead 14-10. Here comes Hines with a bit of footwork. Chopped on, knocked on. Nico's knocked on. Tackle 4. Woodsy. Is that a moment?
That's a huge moment in this game. 50 metres out. It's a big play from Angus Crichton. Come over the top, forced the ball free. It looked like Nico really wanted to find Nakora, but he sort of seen Spencer Leniu come out. He stepped him, but it's the cover defence from Angus Crichton. Big moment, big player of the game.
Massive moment. Massive moment. So, Sharkies and the Roosters. Now they come across. Here comes Toya with the ball. Hang on. So they're going to play the ball. just short of the 40.
You got a feeling, Dobber, they're going to kick to Nwanganitawasi. It's going to be a big play in the last couple of minutes in this one. He's going to come over the top of Mulatalo and anything could happen.
Now the ball comes across to Spencer Leniu. You just feel that this game's got more twists and turns in it with 8 minutes left. Now they come back to the right. It comes out to Savala. Now it goes across. That pass was not on by Toya. What are you doing? Toya throws a forward pass. It was battered on. It was rushed. It was a mistake. And the Sharkies, they get possession with 8 minutes left.
What's going on here?
Bucky, I've got it. They have a challenge. Yeah, Bucky.
It was inconclusive.
Captain challenge from the Roosters. On-field rulings and knock-on the baton. Roosters are claiming that someone was tackled off the ball, mate.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. This is a defining moment.
The big one here.
Teague Wilton has just gone and spoken to, so well, let's have a look at this Harvey Norman replay.
I think it might be Victor Radley could be tackled. He looked like he was the lead.
So Radley comes in.
No, there's nothing in that.
Well, I don't know.
Let's have a look at the kick contact on Victor Radley on the inside.
I think it is. I think Trindle.
He's allowed to stand his ground.
No, but he hasn't stood his ground. He's worked back into it. He's changed his. Well, there's no need for that. Trindle's dropped the shoulder in.
You see this happen basically nearly every set of 6, Dobbo.
Well, they are looking at it.
This will be interesting.
Victor's looking to get through space. Braden unnecessarily.
This is going to be a penalty.
Which is a penalty. The captain's challenge will be successful.
This is going to be a penalty and a big moment off the back of a knock-on and a change of possession. You don't like it, Aaron Woods.
No, this is when the bunkers are piss take. They've got no idea the bloke's up there. If that said, if Victor Radley ran on the outside, they'd probably say he made a poor choice of going to him, so it's not an obstruction. The blokes up there have no idea. And we're at final footy time. Last night with a hip drop, they're kidding themselves.
So they're not even going to kick the touch. They're going to begin their set from 30 metres out. We love your passion, Aaron Woods.
I just love a good game of footy, Dom.
Well, this is what we've got. Now it goes to Walker. Walker underneath the Leniu. They come out of the line like a cannon. 20 metres out. Now they go to the left. Now it comes across. They'll play the ball. They'll come back to the right. Now it goes out the back. It comes across. Long pass. Toya. One-on-one. Toya. Try to get away. Hold on to it. And he's brought down in a good tackle as well. 12 metres out. Nwanganitawase comes into Smith. Now it goes to Walker. Walker goes to Blake Steep. Steep spun into one. Last tackle. This is an important moment for the game. Now it goes to Walker. He goes up. He's going to target Tupou. The kick. Too big.
That's a bad
It was a bad kick from Sam Walker.
But for me, kick to Nwanganitawase. I know Tupou's good in the air, but Marky Mark's been phenomenal tonight. He's winning the battle over Mulatalo. The confidence is down for Ronnie. Nwanganitawase is been on fire.
Well, they're playing the ball. Ronaldo's clutching at the back of his leg. Here's Sione Katoa. Sharks 14. Sharks 14 at the moment. Roosters 10. Now they go across on the outside. This game has everything at the moment. Kennedy up to the 40. Now, Nafo wide. He's hit him high, but referee says play on. Now they go. Fanua Blake. Can the Sharks hold on? Great run by Fanua Blake.
How good is his second stint been?
Unbelievable.
The field?
Unbelievable. So now they're making inroads. Rudolph goes up the middle. Fanua Blake's run over 100 metres. Trindle on the last. This time they're going to test Marky Mark. He hasn't had a drop yet. Takes the ball nicely. Still 5 minutes left. What a game of football this is. What a game of football this is. So now the ball. Oh no. Connor Watson.
That is shocking.
He has made a huge error. This is a pivotal moment.
Who do you have it on? Connor Watson at dummy half.
So hang on. They're challenging what?
On the pass.
Well, I think Tedesco's right. Because you look at the pass
chance from the Roosters. On-field rulings and knock-on from Connor Watson, and then he loses it.
I think James is right because he's looked past it, hasn't he?
Yes.
He looks a bit worried, Connor Watson, but
So having a look here at the Harvey Norman replay, he's picked the ball up.
The Sharks markers is onside.
And he's...
it's a knock on.
Ball rolls out of his hand, touches his right hand, then travels forward across the ground, which is a knock on.
But it's in the motion of passing, so you could basically say it was a bunk. I agree with the bunk on that one. But that's just a poor error. They've had a couple of them ones sort of where they look to pass, but they don't want to pass. Billy Smith earlier on in the game. But it's where they've turned the ball over, Dobbo.
Yeah, I know.
This is massive. You've got 5.5 minutes left. 20 metres out. Sharks in the middle. This is where they're most threatening. You've got to go to Britton Nakora, that right edge, whether you hit him short or you use him as a decoy to engage the defensive line. You've got a 4-2 split again.
So now they go to the left-hand side, a big opportunity. This tackle, huge tackle. So they'll come back to the right. Here's Ronaldo Militalo, 14-10 with 5 minutes left. It's the Sharks over the Roosters. Triple M rocking the footy for Ream Hot Water and McDonald's. But they'll come to the right-hand side. As now Colquhoun goes forward. Jesse Colquhoun with a great run. They're 10 metres out. Now they go to Nico. Nico takes the ball to the line. Lindsay Collins makes a great tackle and brings him down 4 metres out. Now Brayley. To the left they go. Trindle underneath the Fanua Blake who tipped one back and underneath. 14-10 Sharks over the Roosters. Nafau White makes another tackle. Last tackle. Rudolph. Toby Rudolph. Try! Toby Rudolph has sealed this one for the Sharkies. What a try! Sharkies 18, Roosters 10 with a kick to come on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
Oh, Toby Rudolph, the fan favourite down the Cronulla Sutherland Shire. It was a nothing play. It was a bloke that just got a ball one out and he just wanted it more than the defence of the Roosters. Blake Brayley hit him short, basically just to kill it on last play, 1 metre out of the line, and you just see him come up with the chocolates. It's a great play of the ball from Fanua Blake. He has 3 defenders caught in the play of the ball. Blaney comes out, one of the most influential players on the field, hits Toby Rudolph short, gets him one-on-one with Tedesco, and he says, "Get out of my way, James." Oh, yeah, baby.
He bumped Tedesco off like he was just standing there. He targeted him, and to be fair, Tedesco's been very good tonight, but that is a courageous run. That is an absolute awesome run. And you know what? Sharkies are going through to week 2.
And that is Toby Rudolph. No nudie run. He got off. That's his first try of the year. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, they'll be partying in the Shire tonight. Northies, the Irish club of Gaimea.
I'll tell you, one bloke that won't be allowed in Northies, Dave Riccio, tipping the Roosters.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Well, this has been a huge performance from the Sharks tonight. They're not flying under the radar anymore, 100% on the Pertec kick predictor. And here comes Nico Hines, comes in. Flags are up. 20 points to 10. Dave Riccio. The Sharkies are through to week 2, my friend.
Oh, it's such an important win for the Cronulla Sharks. As you said, they advanced to week 2. It really is a monkey off the back in so many circumstances. A lot of pressure on this footy club to try and advance as a team through week 1. They've just had their struggles over so many seasons to advance, and they've done it through absolute grit. Absolute grit. Less possession than the Roosters. They couldn't get out of the quicksand in this second half. They've found a way, the Sharks. 20 points to 10, 3 minutes remaining.
Well, they regather the kickoff. You're right. And the Roosters, they had opportunities tonight. The Sharkies, this is a huge win for that club. We said at the start they'd won 7 of their last 8. Well, they've won an elimination semi-final and they'll either be going to Canberra or Brisbane next weekend.
You caught it before. It's the monkey off the back. It's winning that first final. They haven't been able to do that in a long period of time, especially, I think this is the first time under Craig Fitzgibbon's reign as head coach. So, as a group, they're evolving. They're becoming the side that you need to watch now.
Well, They're just rolling down the clock now. Nico Hines rolls one into touch. And this has been a really good performance. And it takes so much confidence. Dave Riccio on the sideline for Bob Jane T-Mark.
Well, Woodsy's 100% spot on. The significance of this victory, and when I speak about a monkey, it's a gorilla. It's a gorilla off the Cronulla Sharks back. They have lost 7 consecutive Week 1 finals dating back to 2017. 7 consecutive Week 1 finals losses dating back to 2017. It's a huge gorilla off the Sharks back.
And there will be questions. Obviously, it's been a great year for the Roosters considering where they began. And it's been one of lessons. It's been one of growing pains. It's been one of some real insight. But their season will finish in Week 1 of the semi-finals. And I suppose now he will ask the questions as Mark Nwanga-Tuase. He beats 1 and beats 2, still going, beats 3. Mark Nwanga-Tuase still going, kicks the ball back inside, and it'll be picked up by the Sharkies. Yep. I suppose now with both the Roosters out, we might get some clarity in the next week or so about exactly what's going on with Daly Square. He's going to.
What do you mean? We know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but it hasn't been spoken about,
man. Hopefully they can just say he's going to sign Roosters on a 2-year deal that we've all known all year.
One of the great victories is happening here tonight as they wind the clock down now with 43 seconds left. These Sharkies fans are going off. 20 points to 10. So now the ball goes across as Trindle rolls it into touch. 20 seconds left. The Sharkies fans are up. They're going to win this one. Elimination Week 1. Sharks 20, Roosters 10. They count down the clock. There's 7 seconds left. Tedesco will take the last carry for the Roosters in 2025. They wrap it up. Sharkies win. Sharks win. Roosters eliminated. Sharks win. 20 points to 10 at Shark Park. Up, Cronulla.
Oh, you're right, Dobbo. It was a great,
this is a huge win. We spoke about Dave Riccio. They haven't been able to win a first final series in, 7 years? 7 attempts. Unbelievable for the side to come out there and do this. It is unbelievable. And for Craig Fitzgibbons to do it against his mentor, his former head coach that he worked with in Trent Robinson, especially the way they went about it. They didn't win hardly any stats. The main stat they won on the scoreboard was the results, the points. And you know what? I still think there's another level the Sharks can go to as well. I think after half-time they'd be disappointed with their efforts. The Roosters come out, held them in the in-goal for quite a long period of time. There's a lot of evolution in this Cronulla Sharks side.
Well, they showed resilience that I haven't seen them. They were in quicksand. The Roosters were coming there. They hadn't scored any points, and the Roosters had all the run, and they withstood it. Very much like how their coach used to play the game.
Exactly.
It's starting to feel it. What a win. Sharks 20, Roosters 10. Unbelievable.
I'll tell you someone who has already proved a lot of people. They say they signed Adam Fanua-Blake as the best front row in the game. He has taken his side. He come on in that second half, his second half stint, Dobbo. It just changed. They could not get out of their 20-metre zone.
Yeah.
As soon as he come on, the ruck speed changed. The momentum completely changed. And that is why they signed that player, that man.
Yeah.
And he is an enforcer. He just changed the momentum of the game completely as soon as he come on the field.
Well, the Sharkies have won this one. Now, Dave Riccio is down on the sideline. He's just trying to get some players. But if you're just joining us, the Roosters have been eliminated in Week 1. Beaten by Cronulla 20 points to 10. Tried to mark Nwanga-Tuase in the 24th minute. Well, down to this man. He scored 2 tries tonight for the Sharkies. Down to you, Dave Riccio. You have the number 5, Ronnie Mulitalo.
Right, absolutely. And absolutely delighted, Ronaldo Mulitalo. Talk to me about the courage of this football team. Talk to me about the desire. You couldn't get out of your own end in the second half. Locked in your 20, You found a way. You're through to week 2. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Honestly, I love these bunch of boys. You know, all the crap that's been said on the media about us, they've kicked us while we're down. Shove that up your pipe, bro. We're here. We love each other. We work hard for each other in our community. No one gave us a shot here, mate. No one. They all came down here thinking that it was an easy win. So I'm just really grateful for the win. Yeah, just now I want to celebrate tonight and get ready for next week.
Ronaldo, it was a one-on-one duel. It was sold as a one-on-one duel between you and Mark Nwanaka-Tawizi. How proud of you, and how gracious are you as far as that battle? He is an athlete, and so you are too.
Mate, this is what it's about. You know, give the fans something to watch. You know, he's an outstanding athlete. He played. To be fair, I feel like he played a better game than me tonight. You know, he contested well with the high ball, and he's got a long, bright future in this game. And this is what it's about, mate. I love playing against guys like that and get the best out of each other. So, you know, he pulled some water out on me tonight, and it's something to look forward to working on next week.
Woodsy, Dobbo?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're just blowing away. Ronaldo, just the resilience that your side showed in that first 10 minutes of the second half. It's something that in the past the Sharkies have been criticised for. It galvanised you guys tonight. You must be terribly proud.
Yeah, no one, like I said before, mate, no one's given us a shot. You know, we're flying under the radar. That's exactly how we like it. So, you know, keep bagging us out in the media, boys. We're going to keep getting after it. And I love this group of boys, and we're going to keep working hard for each other. Win or lose next week.
Don't worry, Ronnie, mate. You are one of my favourite players, brother. There's no way I'll be bagging you, mate. Talk to me about your bench. I thought when Talakai come on, when Oregon, Kafusi, Braden Hemlin-Ueli, they just took him to another level, brother.
That's what it's about, Big Woodsy, and I love those guys coming on.
Yes.
Big Sifa, you know what he's capable of. Like I said, mate, we've worked our backsides off since November, and you know, we're giving ourselves the best shot, and this is what we work for, these moments in front of our crowd. So, you know, really grateful to have a bench like that, big, powerful, strong bunch of boys, and we've got to go again next week.
And Ronnie, talk to us about the moment when the big Dolph, Toby Rudolph, just barnstormed through Tedesco and got the match-winning try.
I think he's really desperate for a new contract. So.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Saved his best performance for this one here, so I'm really happy for him. Bears signed him. He's ready to go.
Unbelievable. Well done. Go and enjoy it with your teammates.
Love
done.
you,
on you, brother. You're killing it, mate.
There we have it. Ronaldo Mulitalo. You have the CPAP Direct 321 Triple M MVP very shortly. We're going to take the Specsavers Audiology. Here it is, the play of the day.
Specsavers Audiology. Rediscover the joy of everyday sounds with the Specsavers hearing expert today.
The Triple M NRL play of the day.
The ball goes to Hines. Nico Hines trying to get away from Mark Nwanganituwase. He's brought down. They need to go left. They're 10 metres out. That's where they go. Sipa Talakai. Now to Trindle. Long pass to Ronaldo. Mulitalo. He gets a double.
The verdict, thanks to Tui's. How do you feel? I feel like a Tui's or two.
The Aussie Outback is no place for amateurs or idiots. And I should know, I'm Russell Corbett. Here's some more city slickers in a flashy new Triton, thinking they could just drive into the Never Never willy-nilly. That's a no-no.
I've already been back.
Oh, right, you've already been. And now you're heading back, yeah, makes sense.
Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
I'll follow you then. No? Okay.
Spending too much time in the shed used to be an issue. But with IMAR's new loyalty program, aptly named The Shed, I can now spend as much time in the shed as I like. You see, The Shed gives tradies insured with IMAR cashback rewards from heaps of brands, like Toolmart, Pet Barn and JBL. So now that my business is insured with IMAR, I can enjoy great cashback rewards. Visit imartheshed.com.au.
The tradies, mate. That's IMAR.
Woolworths plump, fresh Australian blueberries are chilled from the farm to our fridges. And 125 gram punnets are now a fresh special for just $3 a pack. From the fresh food people. Until September 16, while stocks last, may not be available in all stores or online.
Lift your game with United.
When you need to lift your game, nothing lifts like a Caterpillar from United Forklifts. If your current forklift is letting the team down, then it's time to lift your game with a Cat from United Forklifts. The toughest and most reliable forklift on the market is in stock right now. lift your game with a cat from the United Forklifts team. Google United Forklifts today.
Lift your game with United.
At the end of a long day on the tools, there's nothing like swapping the high-vis for your team's colours. While you're waiting for kickoff, rest assured Cbus is still working hard for you, securing strong long-term returns for the retirement you've earned. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
For 125 years, Aussies have chosen dairy farmers' milk for a little something special. Oomph! The goodness and vitality of milk from over 50 local dairy farms across New South Wales. Grab some dairy farmers' milk today and start with oomph.
At Choice Hotels, you get the best value, so you can check into more. And right now, you can get 10% off your next break. Plus, kids stay for free at selected hotels across Australia and New Zealand. From regional road trips to beachside getaways, Choice Hotels has over 7,500 locations worldwide. And the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. So go ahead, check into more with Choice Hotels. Subject to availability, T's and C's apply. See choicehotels.com for details.
The verdict, thanks to Tui's. How do you feel? I feel like a Tui's or two.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Beacon Trade's backing your next install. Fans, lighting, electrical, sorted. Join now at beacontrade.com.au.
Welcome back. Cronulla 20, Roosters 10, elimination semi-final. Dave Riccio, you have a very special guest with you.
It's the man of the moment. He's the hero. Who would have thought, Toby Rudolph, you could put that hero moniker right next to your name? You did it. A wonderful try to seal this performance by the Cronulla Sharks. You through to week 2 of the finals. Congratulations.
Yeah, look, what a way to go through. Usually the big moments aren't about me. Today I was lucky enough to get across the line. I've been begging Blake Bradley for a try all year. He was throwing me decoys all year, and I told him it was only a few rounds left. Set me up, my friend, and he picked the 70, whatever it was, 5th minute to put me over. And when he gave me that ball, there was no way I wasn't scoring. I buried my head as hard as I could, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy.
He just put me in a headlock, fellas. Tobes, the resilience of this football team. It was backs to the wall stuff. You could not get out of your own end as far as the possession and field position is concerned. So much courage from this footy team.
Yeah, it was. We spoke about the second half, what we had to do, and went out there and didn't do any of it. And we were kept out of our own end the entire time, and I thought we rallied really well. That first half, we had to eat shit for 20 minutes. We just kept kicking it back to them. In those moments when we make an error, we got around one another. And I think those moments of energy are what got us across the line. And you're right, Dave, the resilience to stay in it. I mean, we had nothing go our way the entire game, and to have a 20-10 performance against a high-quality side like that, we're building nicely. And I'm really happy right now. I'm going to be happy for 24 hours. There's a massive job to do next week.
Yeah, just really quickly before I throw to the boys, it is the Raiders or Broncos. I won't ask you for a preference, but how much confidence do you have in this, your own football team, that no matter who you play, you can go and get the job done again?
Yeah, massive amount of confidence. Bulldogs last week, Roosters this week. As I said, we're building really nicely. Whoever does win, congrats to them. The loser, come get us. We're coming for you. I think it's going to be our year this year. I really do. I feel something in my bones. It's been a rocky season. It's been up and down the entire time, and we're peaking at the right time. You might be able to get that sound grab and send it to the other team. I couldn't give a shit. This is our time, and I just want to celebrate tonight. I want to look to next week. I want to win another football game. And one more thing, I'm so happy we can get it done in front of our fans tonight. It's the first time since I've been at the club we've actually had a victory at Shark Park. So, full credit to us, man.
If you've got any questions, Dobbo and Woodsy, anything left for the great man?
Well, Toby, I seen your pants got pulled down late in that half. There was no stains at the back, mate. There might have been one after you scored that try, brother.
Yeah, mate, not wrong, Woodsy. There's a couple of shit stains in the toilet if you want to scrub them off, brother. I left one left just for you. Love you, Woodsy.
Good idea. What does that do for you as a group? You mentioned it, the first finals, you've struggled to win in the last few years there, but to get over that hurdle, what does that do for you guys as a group now?
Yeah, look, it's a massive confidence booster, no doubt about it, Woodsy. We wanted to win here for a long time, mate, since the days when you were here, and we haven't got it done, and to get it done in that fashion is remarkable. We always knew what we could do, but we just haven't been able to perform on the field, and now we finally have. Look, but like I said, I think it's time for us, the team, enjoy this 24 hours, but the job is nowhere near done. We've got so much work to do still, such a mountain to climb, and we should have viewed it that way, Woodsy, but you're right. Massive confidence boost going in, but the work isn't even a quarter of the way done yet.
Oh, we appreciate you giving us some time. Go and enjoy it with your teammates.
On you, brother.
An awesome victory. Cronulla 20, Roosters 10. We really appreciate Toby Rudolph. CPAP Direct, 3-2-1 Triple M MVP. Who owes it tonight?
Well, 1 point I'm going to go for Oregon Confucio. I thought he was outstanding off the bench. He just changed the momentum of the game. He got the momentum swinging to the Cronulla Sharks' favour. 2 points was Blake Brayley. I thought he was really good around the ruck, especially late in that first half. He really opened it up and exposed the Roosters' middle forwards. And 3 points was Adam Fanua-Blake. I thought his second stint just changed the complete flow of the game. He was outstanding. He just generated ruck speed. Mind you, they couldn't get out of their 20-metre zone before he came on the field. And as soon as he comes on, they're getting into good ball positions, kicking in and just putting pressure on the Roosters. So Adam Fanua-Blake, wow, had a barnstorming game.
Yeah, he certainly did. I think that's very good. Get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct. Visit us in-store or at cpap.com.au. Cronulla 20, Roosters 10. They are gone. We know the Warriors are gone, so we are down to 6 teams now in the race for the Telstra Premiership. Just recapping what has been a huge weekend of football so far in week 1. Last night, it was the Storm too good for the Bulldogs, 26 points to 18. Then today, the Panthers sent the Warriors packing, 24 points to 8. And then the Sharkies have just sent the Roosters home for 20-25, 20 points to 10. Tomorrow, it's the main course.
Oh, yeah.
It is the main course at GIO Stadium. It'll be Canberra taking on Brisbane. Now, Sunday sin bin, shock horror, we're going on a bus.
Oh, yes.
Bus trip down to the nation's capital.
Does Gordy come there or does he fly straight to Canberra?
Flying to Canberra.
Oh, beautiful.
He's flying to Canberra. He doesn't want to do the bus down, but he's the tour leader on the way home.
Oh, wow.
That's why I'm not on the bus on the way home.
Oh, you've just hit the jackpot.
Unbelievable game of football tonight. We've witnessed a really good game of football.
All weekend, Dobbo.
All weekend. Finals is alive in here on Triple M. Keep your radio locked in on Triple M wherever you are, or the listener app. We'll be back from 12 o'clock tomorrow. We'll go all the way through 6 hours of coverage tomorrow. Here is the Mitre 10 Trade full-time highlights. Sharkies winning at Shark Park after dark. Woodsy, brilliant.
Been a
We'll
pleasure,
catch you next time. Triple M, rock of the footy.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
Full game highlights for Mitre 10 Trade. Huge tradie brekkie, September 19 at Mitre 10 and Home Hardware. Check the website to find a brekkie near you.
Quick play the ball. Now they go back, changing direction back to the right-hand side. Butcher put a step on. Egan Butcher, one-on-one, still crawling. Trying to gain momentum. He's 3 metres out. Now they come back to that right-hand side. Quick play the ball. Savala, Tedesco, flat pass to Wanganitawase. One-on-one. Oh! Marky Mark! Mark to Wanganitawase scores the first try of the night. Here they go, the Sharks. Brayley goes left. Goes across to Trindle. He holds on. He beats one. He's still going Trindle. Trying to get the offload. Back to Ronaldo Mulatalo and the Sharkies score. The ball goes to Hines. Nico Hines tried to get away from Mark Wanganitawase. He's brought down. They need to go left. They're 10 metres out. That's where they go. Sipper Talakai. Now to Trindle. Long pass to Ronaldo. Mulatalo. He gets a double. Now they go left again. Here goes Walker. Grab a kick. Crichton scores. Well, just when you doubt Sam Walker, he just has the ball on a string. Nafau White makes another tackle. Last tackle. Rudolph. Toby Rudolph. Try! Toby Rudolph has sealed this one for the Sharkies. What a try! They wrap it up. Sharkies win. 20 points to 10.
Grab Triple M NRL daily all week on Listener.
And drive home with Triple M's Rush Hour.
Thanks to Ream and Macca's.
Triple M rocks finals footy.
The verdict, thanks to Tui's. How do you feel? I feel like a Tui's or two.